I'm gonna be a little fucking weird, I'm sure.
It's different somehow.
Yeah. Not really.
You kind of teed that one up, dude.
Yeah, I realized that after I said it. I was like, oh yeah, that's
Oh, there we go.
all right. We
That's fine.
live.
Oh,
Yo.
how's the air quality in your neck of
Not
the
fucking
woods?
great. We got some grass fires between our county and the next one over. On the county line. Sounds kind of like the fucking fires that were going up in Oregon. But they caught 4 people for that shit, so hopefully they'll skin them and hang them or something, as a warning to the other fucking arsonists. There's not a lot lower than arson, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked up. Although, I'm a bit of a pyro. But I never lit fucking buildings and shit or anything near.
Oh, it's one thing to burn shit for fun. It's another thing to just light shit and run away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the big fucking difference there. And pyros are usually, like, fucking aggressive. Like, they light shit on fire in the hopes that people will get hurt. It's not usually,
Yeah, no, I just like to watch shit burn.
Yeah,
so we would like light sections of the desert, or try to light sections of the desert on fire and shit. But again, it was nothing that was anywhere near anybody's house or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very responsible.
Oh, I mean,
pyromaniac, dude.
You know, my friend called me up one time when I was like, God, I must have been like 20 years old, and he's like, hey, there's this couch on the beach. Get your car. I got some gas and some flares. We're gonna light it on fire.
They had couches back in Pangea.
They did. We would sit on the couches and not move so that the T-Rexes couldn't see us. But no, this dude called me up at midnight. He's like,
couch on fire. Dude, lighting a couch on fire is pretty fucking badass, dude.
He was just anything on fire.
I remember we had this fucking these dudes we had problems with. Then they had this couch like out in the middle of the desert somewhere and some other shit.
So you lit a couch on fire?
Yeah, so we went out there and torched all their fucking shit.
All right, Satan, you ever burn a couch? Light a couch on fire?
Yeah.
So we've all burned couches. That's gotta be a weird fucking. What are the odds?
I've lit a lot of shit on fire.
Yeah, as have I.
But the couch I lit, we got to sit and talk to the cops.
Main activity was going out and trying to fucking light a section of the desert on fire.
Oh yeah, we got to sit and talk to the cops while the couch was still burning. Because we were sitting in the parking lot watching, because we're like, this is kind of cool. And then he shows up and he's like, what the fuck is going on here? We're like, some asshole lit a couch on fire. We were just checking it out because, make sure it wasn't going to get nothing else. And, it's definitely not the normal thing you see at night when you're driving down the road. And he's just like, goddamn fucking animals. If I could catch these motherfuckers.
How that happened?
Well, by the time he got there, it was burning good, and we were part of a crowd. But I just.
So what's the definition of arson? What's going on here?
Fire is fun. Didn't you know?
You guys have marshmallows and shit to make s'mores.
No, we did not have s'mores.
Is that Lyman? Is that Mr. Sheepbot himself?
Oh, did he come on? Oh, well, we got everybody here tonight. Damn. All right.
Oh, never mind. He's probably muted because he's retarded and doesn't know how to work his microphone.
All right, well, Samaj, have you ever lit a couch on fire?
No, I can only say I've never done that.
All right, gaming, you ever lit a couch on fire?
Only when I sit on it.
Only when you sit. Okay, so then it's just me and
okay. So the couch is
Satan and
flaming when you're sitting on it.
And then Sheepbot just left.
Thanks,
yeah, I'm pretty sure he just couldn't figure out his mic. That happens all the time.
God damn.
Cool. We were going to have a no constitutional discussion rule anyway, so.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Probably for the best.
Oh, man. What was it?
You guys see the, although this is constitutional in a way, I guess, but I didn't know that fucking, justice's dying wishes
Oh yeah.
Ironclad law.
Well, I like that they're reporting this as, because obviously the Republicans are going to try to replace before the election. That's just smart politics for anybody. Whichever side was in power, I would assume, would do it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And the press is saying, like, no, it's never happened. And then you look back in history and it's happened a bunch. Like, it just happened a bunch of fucking times.
It's happened at least once in every single presidency, like in the last 100 fucking years, of anyone that's gone 2 terms.
Well, not to mention.
Yeah, it happened under Obama, although it was several months. But still,
Like,
they fucking stonewalled it.
A lot of judges are like, old people. 'Cause they've been doing this for a long time. Like usually, like a lawyer or something along those lines, you've been doing that for like what, maybe 10 years, give or take. And then eventually, I mean, you might be able to make it up to the top there if nominated. So, I mean, you're old usually when you are a judge. It's kind of like one of the requirements. You have to be an old person to be a judge. So obviously they're gonna die. It's
Hello.
Yeah.
There you
sure
go.
They would love to pass
Simon figured out his mic.
Right.
Yeah, I got an IQ of 63 and proud of it, sir.
Now that your mic works, have you ever lit a couch on fire?
Oh. Yeah, a couple times actually.
So 4.
In what
4
context?
of us have fucking lit a couch on fire. Oh, I'm saying burn the whole couch down.
I have done that twice.
So,
hold
so
on. If you're
4
talking
of
about,
us out of.
I've done it 4 times, 2 in a house, and then 2 completely demolished.
That's amazing. So just 4 of us have lit couches on fire and burned them down. That's a weird statistic if you think about it.
also a strange thing to admit. And
Seems like it's kind of a rite of passage, apparently.
It's like
Stay some eyes.
born in the woods. You don't think about it, but fucking
I did it before the age of 25.
yeah. Oh, I was in my 20s when I burned my couch, like 20 years old.
You could say,
Oh yeah, from like my late teens to about my mid 20s.
does that make us burn Ditos?
Burn what?
Burn Ditos.
Oh god.
Yes.
Why
Yes,
is there
it
someone
does.
here that's more corny than?
But the difference is I know it. That's the goal. That's the goal, man.
Plus, I think we're all aware of how much it bugs you. So
1000%.
Yep.
Oh man.
Did you start a game without me?
Yeah, like 5 minutes before you showed up.
Ball. I texted you like 45 minutes ago.
Oh, the happy
Yeah,
couple's gonna break up. We're listening to it live.
I did not look at that at all.
All
Yeah,
right,
I saw him like an hour ago. I saw Cheap and in the what do you call words difficult
Yeah,
on League of Legends, and I'm like, I bet he's all sad and lonely waiting for Satan so he can play with him on Sunday night because that's when he can play with them. I'm like, oh, it's so cute, father by himself. Oh, it's adorable. And boy, was I right. He was just still waiting for him. Oh, why would he play with me? And this is Sunday night. It's the only day he'll play with me.
we always play and talk shit on Discord. What?
Mm-hmm.
But you know who I see online right now though.
I swear to God, if you say Voodie, we're no longer friends.
Well, in that case, there was nobody. I thought nobody.
Why is everyone offline? Weird.
Strangest
Because
goddamn
it's
thing.
a work day tomorrow. If you're in an area where you're allowed to work.
How much is this stupid premium?
The gym, you have to fucking wear a mask while you're working out.
That's so stupid.
It's not like you're sweating
Yeah.
germs all over every fucking surface.
Well, not only that, I mean, if you wear a mask at the gym, because you're going to be breathing a lot because it's, you're on a fucking treadmill or something.
Yeah, especially cardio, dude.
Like
Yeah.
you're gonna fucking pass out. That's a stupid thing to do. That's dangerous.
Well, and then it turns out like most of the masks that everybody's wearing don't actually do anything.
That's
Like
right.
it has to be an N95 at the
ridiculous.
bare minimum.
Yeah, honestly, they don't really enforce it, so that's kind of cool. Like they'll say, "Yeah, you have to wear a mask," but like I'll get on the machine and fucking immediately pull my mask down to my chin. They never fucking say anything, so I guess
Oh.
that's cool.
The number of
The fact that
workers
it's
I
like
see
a
with their
fucking
mask
law.
under their nose is just absurd.
Mm.
Where their nose is just sticking out over the mask. You're like, that's
Thing makes
why
me
even
wanna
bother.
Yeah, or that bitch remember that bitch like it was way back early on, dude, when she cut the fucking hole out for her fucking mouth. You just remember that?
Oh god, yeah,
that
Yeah,
was
no.
hilarious.
But
Though. Like
it's easier to
I'm
breathe
not
this
even
way.
mad because that was hilarious, and she's gonna die, and then that's better for the human race.
Oh man, that chick was pissed.
Darwin
'Cause
wins.
she didn't realize the dude was filming her because she was like, "Yeah, no, it's a lot easier to breathe with this big hole where my mouth and nose are."
You know what the best way to prevent contamination of other people, lady? Die.
It's semen.
Dude.
If you're a lady, it's semen. The more you drink, the better off you'll be.
What?
I'm just doing my part to help out my fellow man.
Fucking what, dude?
More you know.
What was that?
I'm just imagining a little
Just
star.
trying to tell ladies that's the best way to prevent infection. You know, they just got to drink plenty of cum.
Is.
Fucking what?
Yeah,
Does that
it's
mean-
like
does
the
that mean-
greatest disinfectant. I swear to God.
Does that mean gaming is basically fucking immune?
Yeah, well, then why do you think he looks so fucking young?
I don't know what he looks like.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's clearly whatever he's doing.
I don't know.
he
who
looks very young
anybody
for his
looks like.
age.
He hasn't sent you a pic of himself yet. Unasked for.
Lyman, I'm so sorry. Now you're gonna get like 1,000
You know what
dick
though?
pics.
I have seen one picture of a one specific person on here, and it was somebody in a Santa hat. I can't remember who.
That would be me. It's on the camera roll.
Yeah.
That's an old fucking picture of me, too. Oh, wow. Stenchever's in the fucking audience. What's up? I haven't seen that dude in forever.
Oh, Shy Willie. How's Shy Willie doing?
Shy Willie?
William, come on and come on.
That was the nickname he got, right? Shy Willie.
Time state.
Is it for mumbling or is he just shy?
No, because he was always a lurker in like everybody's streams, but like never hopped on to like anyone's stream for like 2 fucking years.
That one time he did inadvertently flash his nuts on that one stream, so
In air
maybe
quotes.
that was why.
I think you're thinking of Pinoid.
No, Pinoid was a full-on dick pic in the Discord.
Yeah, it was
Oh, my
actually.
I'm
was
forgetting
talking.
the
Yeah, big difference
But
between, like,
essentially,
accidentally flashing your balls and...
the close up. You couldn't tell what the fuck was going on, so no big deal.
So, Arizona's hot.
California's on fire.
The East Coast is basically in, I would say, about 25-30% of the way into fall, as far as the weather goes. Like, I flew out of there, and it was like, I think the low of that morning was like 46, and the high was like 62.
That's pretty fucking cold.
And then I flew right into 102, and it was sweet.
Yeah, well, it is the end of September, so what do you expect?
I know. I
You
mean,
remember?
Honestly, dude, it really is like mid-October before it gets to any kind of reasonable fucking temperature here. Although it's not usually in the hundreds this time of year.
I expected in the 90s for the high, like mid 90s, maybe low 90s if I was lucky. But yeah,
Nope.
dude,
I don't. We've
DC
only had a
was-
handful of days under 100.
DC was
3 or
wicked.
4
It was
maybe?
like, it was pretty hot. Like for DC, it was like 80% humidity and like 83 degrees.
Yeesh.
And then overnight, literally, I woke up in the morning and I was like, why am I fucking cold? Like, what is this? I've got the fan going, I got the AC going. I'm like legit cold. And I walk downstairs and like the wood floor is just fucking cold. I'm like, what is this? And I was like, am I getting sick? And I look at my like phone and it's like 49 degrees. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look outside and it's just fog. I'm like, okay, going back to bed now. And I start wearing flannels and hoodies already, so that's cool. That's basically my favorite part of the season when I can start putting flannels and hoodies on.
Ooh, or break
Yeah,
out
out
the
here,
wool
like
blanket.
75. 75 is jacket weather in Arizona.
Dude, yeah. But I will say this. Like if it's 50 degrees here and 50 degrees in DC, the 50 degrees here feels much colder because there's no humidity. It has like a slight bite to it.
So you just got to pour a glass of water over yourself if you're too cold.
Yeah, and then stand in front of a fan.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good plan.
It warms you right up.
But yeah, I noticed that because I was in the coldest I'd ever been for the first time 2 winters ago, and I experienced 13 and then it was right around like 3 with wind chill, and I didn't realize you could get that cold. It was alarming. And then we went to Connecticut, and it's hit or miss if it's going to be cold. Like the area that we were in, it's hit or miss if it's going to be like about the same or colder. And dude, it was -11 with wind chill, and I was like, just like fuck everything, just like fuck the world. Like
it's a t-shirt weather, right?
Dude, I saw people jogging. I saw people jogging when it was like -3, and they've got just like sweatpants on and like, like a jacket and sneakers, and I'm just like, I'd be dying. Like I would just legitimately die.
Dude, I'm originally from upstate New York, man, and I remember, even living there the whole time. I don't know how you pulled that off, but yeah, we'd wear like 3 fucking layers of clothing, and the outside layer was a full-on snowsuit.
Dude, my dad was from Buffalo.
Yeah,
I heard some Buffalo weather stories.
Dude. Yeah, and that's right on the fucking lake, so
yeah. He'd be like, they lived in like an old farmhouse that was like 3 stories. Growing up as a kid, they're like, he was born just like post-depression era, and he's like we'd wake up, and like the wood boards wouldn't be so they're not perfect because it's a super old house, and you'd wake up and you'd find like a little pile of snow in the floor in your room on the top level, because there's like a little tiny gap. And he's like, you look out you try to open the second story window, and it's just snow. Like there is no view. This is just a wall. So you have to go out the third and like slide down the berm because the wind has been blowing, and it like piled it up against the side of the house. And he's like, legitimately, it would range in between about like -35 and -60, depending on the wind coming off with the lake. He's like,
yep.
He's like, it's just not meant for people up there in the winter.
Yeah, I was a little more inland from all that. But dude, there would be so much fucking snow in our yards. Like we could literally build like a whole fucking tunnel system.
Seriously?
Because there'd be like 4 or 5 feet of snow in our yard.
I saw it snow for the first time winter 2018. I'd never seen it fall. I'd been to like Flagstaff and like after it fell, but I'd never actually seen it come out of the sky. It was pretty sweet. I actually like it a lot.
Yeah. Dude, I lived in Flagstaff for a couple years. There was this bitch that was like from corporate. She was from like Florida or something. And it started snowing, but it was like fucking nothing like to anybody who's experienced snow at all.
Was it
but
like
she's like calling back and fucking freaking out because like it's not even sticking on the ground. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's not piling up or anything. It's immediately melting. But like all freaked out, calling back to her people fucking back in Florida. No, it's really coming down. It's looking really dangerous. Bitch, you have no fucking idea.
Well, and the thing is I think it's just kind of, the first thing I noticed, number one, is it's so calm and peaceful. Like the way it just kind of like parachutes down. Like I dig that.
It's really quiet.
Yeah.
It's really
Did you say parachute?
Yeah.
Or it's like crazy if you're in a place that's just crazy quiet in general, and you listen and you can just like hear the flakes like hitting the snow on the trees or like landing on the ground, like just because there's so much of it, like if it's really coming down. Like I fucking love that.
Is there a noise when they clean up their little parachutes?
Chunks, man. Dude, there's sometimes where there's fucking pretty fucking big chunks coming down, man. It looks pretty crazy. You're driving, kind of like you put your high beams on, and it's like you're driving into hyperdrive, dude.
Yeah, it's a bad idea. but I don't remember if I know. I'm pretty sure I told.
I don't think I talk about anything as poetically as y'all are talking about fucking snow.
I'm still trying to figure out how it parachutes down.
Well, because some
I'm
of
saying it fucking goes very slowly. It's not like rain where it just drops.
yeah, and if you get like the
There's
slightly
fucking wind shear, drag, resistance.
exactly, and so like,
When I
and if
used
you
to,
if you see the bigger
As it's
ones,
fluffy,
they'll
you see.
the bigger ones that are like the size of like a nickel, like a flattened, a weirdly shaped like nickel sized thing, and it's like coming down. It'll like take a hot minute, and it might catch a breeze and like kind of drift off somewhere. It's like ASMR for your eyes.
It's a lot like little pieces of cotton, dude, like falling down, dude. That's kind of how it looks.
Parachuting down, yeah.
You
It
imagine-
looks like ash. Honestly, the most similar thing that you can think of is ash, because that's something that we've seen.
Plenty of raining down.
Right? Like I remember up in between Phoenix and to the northeast, between Phoenix and Payson. I mean, this is probably early mid '90s. There was I think it was. There was also a fire in the late '90s, early 2000s, and it was you could see a glow over the McDowell Mountains, which doesn't mean much to anybody, but like from Phoenix, Scottsdale, which is the northeast of this giant bowl, that's probably maybe a 15-20 minute drive to get like on the other side of those mountains. And I woke up one morning and like my car was parked out front, and it just had this like grayish white shit all over it. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I'm looking around and everyone's car is just covered in it, and like the wind had caught the ash out of the fire and blown it over the mountains, and it rested and kind of did its thing down into the valley and like kind of started coating everything.
Oh my god, your stories are so fucking fascinating. Please don't stop.
Yeah, Nacho Damas thinks you're Al Borland, especially
God
with the flannels.
Damn.
Straight
Yeah.
from Home Improvement, baby.
I appreciate it.
when I used to work for
It was
Safeway,
very poetic.
yeah, when I used to work for Safeway, there,
Parachuting and all.
okay, that we had a new guy when I used to work at Safeway, and it was a guy from Africa. So I mean Africa, like really black skin, new immigrant. Him and his entire family got brought over. Well, apparently, because our immigration system is so stupid here, no one told them about snow.
Oh,
And I was shocked. Like, wait, snow? Wait, you don't
Coming
know
in
about
Canada?
snow? Yeah, up here in Canada. And the fall was coming there, and I was, because he was like my coworker, and I asked him, okay, so you got a jacket and everything? He's like, oh yeah, I have a jacket. And I went, no, a winter jacket. What? A winter jacket? A nice thick one. Why? I had to explain to him this stuff, and no one told him about snow. Not him and his entire family. So
Oh,
when the fall,
Now,
when
which
fall
part-
came
How
which
do you
up,
not know that?
Canada
I mean, it's kind of a main thing about Canada. It's
Alberta.
fucking cold, I suppose.
So,
So-
here's a random stupid question, and you will know this. Does all of Canada get snow?
yes.
Cool.
Even the ones that are like our borders to America, they all get snow.
I wasn't 100% sure because I've never been
Oh
there.
yeah, we get snow most of the year. But yeah, this African guy didn't know about snow. He thought there was something wrong with the trees when the leaves started changing color. And I said, no, that's supposed to happen. It's called fall. And then then when it started getting cold out there, like snow hadn't even started. The guy was like, this jacket's no good. It's so cold. You need a winter jacket.
To be fair, though, like
That
coming,
poor some bitch.
to be fair, coming from the desert, like Phoenix doesn't have a fall. Like not everything is either alive or dead, and when it's green
That-
in air quotes,
that's
like-
literally everything for any place you go.
no. But you don't understand. You can't, sometimes you can't tell the difference.
Schrodinger's tree.
I mean, dead and alive are binary states. You are either one or the other. There is no in between.
Although
Fucking Schrodinger's tree.
Yeah, you can't know all the fouls, dude.
we
Let it
could
go.
argue about dormancy, but we won't. But you can't tell. Everything is like either like a sage drab
It's either
green.
green or
and brown.
yellow. mean, that's kind of how you can tell, but yeah.
But yeah, it's very subtle. When I went to DC for the first time, I saw fall for the first time, and like it kind of blew my mind because number one, I couldn't see any distance because there's so many fucking trees, and I couldn't, here you can see for miles, and there you can't see like more than like maybe 30 feet, and then everything was just like red and orange and yellow and all this stuff, and it was pretty crazy. So I mean, coming from Africa, I could probably see what the fuck he'd be astounded by because they don't really have that there.
Yeah, they probably thought snow was a myth, like something that was made up, if they heard about it at all.
Their minds are probably going like a cold wind. Is that what you're talking about? Because that's probably the only thing they can compare it to. And then when the snow actually hit, I mean, he didn't show up for work for a few days because he thought he would die because he didn't know what this was, and because he saw the snow and all that, and it was much colder then.
To be fair, with whatever jacket he came with, or whatever thing that passed as a jacket for Africa, he probably would have.
Well, yeah. So I mean, eventually he came back. It was so weird. I felt so sorry for the guy. I kind of wanted to like, okay, what's your situation? And I talked to him about that. His entire family, because it was like him, his parents, his grandparents, his siblings. There was like they were all living in an apartment, so there was like 6 of them there. None of them had winter coats. None of them knew what snow was. None of them knew what it is. And I thought, how the hell did you people get into the country?
Well,
I mean, you are so underprepared for this.
Knowing the knowing the weather patterns of some place that's like literally like the dark side of the moon compared to the sun. I mean, I don't know.
Like his response, totally normal, totally what I would expect for that situation. I'm more upset with anything like anyone in the immigration department
for not giving him a little bit of education on the way over,
or at least like just a heads up, like, hey, bro, it gets cold.
Yeah, I mean, if you're moving to another country, you should probably find shit like that out beforehand, though. You know what I mean?
Maybe they told him, but like the lion head got in the way and he couldn't hear it through the lion head on his jacket.
Well, and I mean, at the very least, like when you're going somewhere, I think the place that you are traveling to should be like, yo, here's a basic little brochure that tells you how not to die in the natural environment here. Like,
I think we need less of that. Let's have more people dying if we can.
Well, we're quickly on our way.
There's a lot of traffic still. Also,
gotta keep your priorities straight.
I want to hear about these magic doors.
What?
The dormancy?
Oh, the dormancy? Like,
yeah, the magic that you do with doors.
I hate you so fucking much.
Dormancy.
Damn it.
It would take a while to get to the root of the topic.
Wow.
But I'm not an expert, so you might be barking up the wrong tree.
Why are you like this?
Can I just ban him? I
mean, I could just leave.
I hate you all so much.
Very funny.
I hate you all so much.
Isn't it nice?
Why are we here? Like, why are we here?
Isn't it nice to enjoy the fruits of my labor?
Oh man.
Yeah.
We're no longer friends, Lemon.
Oh, he left. Damn.
Oh, we actually left. Jesus, dude.
Oh man.
Oh,
No, I actually kicked him.
Oh. Gaming and Yelling, you're still here because you guys are saps.
Oh.
way to plant the seed.
Nope.
Hey, look, at least we're not talking about Samaj marrying Satan this time.
Yo, I mean, all we were missing right there is some change and a dryer.
Oh no.
let me get the bricks and the chains. Throw them in the dryer.
Oh, chance. Oh, what was it? Turish actually brings up a good point. That African dude was probably like a refugee or something. So maybe it was
Probably.
more, I guess, a different process than the normal.
Yeah, that's
I
possible.
mean, maybe, or it could have been like that someone did tell him like all about it, but he just couldn't comprehend it.
Well,
Just he looked at pictures and he thought, well, yeah, that's just like white sand.
well, and like if I tell you something is cold, your idea of what the fuck is cold is very relative.
Oh,
It
yeah,
could be.
that's true. Yeah.
It
You
could
know,
very well be, but I mean, the fact that he didn't know what winter coats were, what was a fact was sort of like a strange thing to hear. But then again,
Like, yeah, a windbreaker should handle it.
yeah, I mean, you're right. I mean, there could have been any number of things that led up to this. So I don't
well,
know.
I mean, to be absolutely fair, when I went to the East Coast for the first time, and my girlfriend was like, "It gets cold here." I'm like, "I got a jacket." I'll just I'll put on a t-shirt, put a something on, and then just throw on like whatever. Nope, I was wrong. Like, I went and got myself a proper fucking jacket,
Or
and I know
thermal
it's
underwear.
snowing.
Well, and I did have another instance. I was working for like one of those door-to-door companies. You're selling off stuff, and we got this new guy from Australia, and he's like he read up on Canada about how cold it got, so he stocked up on sweaters and coats and stuff. And he gets there, and then all the sweaters and stuff he bought in Australia. Well, a sweater in Australia is a very different thing than a sweater in Canada. And he puts it all on there, and I look at it because he's wearing like a white business shirt and a tie and all that stuff, and I can literally see through the sweater that he just put on. I'm like, dude, you are not prepared for this. It was like minus 26 that particular night, and that the stuff he was wearing, like, dude, you're gonna get frostbitten. This is bad.
So what is winter like in Alberta?
Wipe it with them.
Because I know water freezes for you guys at 0, because that's my American knowledge of the fucking metric system and weather.
Well, the temperature is not all that bad. The worst thing is the wind chill. I mean, like, it could say -6, but if there's no wind, not -6, it could be like -10 or whatever. It's not that bad. The minute that the wind picks up there, it immediately drops like 5 to 10 degrees.
And -6, you're talking Celsius,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, yeah. It's mostly the wind that's the
English,
problem.
God damn it!
Wouldn't that be like close to like 20 or 30 below?
I'm googling.
I'm thinking
Please.
for
I
us to
can't-
translate
I-
for the Fahrenheit people. Yeah,
I
no,
can't do the
no,
conversion
yeah,
just yet. I haven't prioritized that.
no, I wouldn't. Yeah, no, I didn't expect you to know. I was postulating.
So, -10 Celsius is 14 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So yeah, it's not bad. It's relatively pleasant. But again, a wind chill would probably drop it by 5 to 10 degrees, depending on like how bad the wind is. And then if you add snow into that, then you got these little wet things hitting your face, melting, and then just making everything damp. Then it just gets worse and worse. And
I got in my car today and it said it was 127 in the car because it was only 101 outside.
Oh yeah, when you first started up.
Yeah, when you first go out, it's been sitting, in the sun, baking all day. You get in there and you're like, you feel like you accidentally fell into a fucking oven set on low.
Yeah, no, dude. During the summers, though, yeah. Generally, I'll fucking run out, start the car, turn the AC on, and then come out like 10 minutes later
Yeah, like,
for that shit to cool down.
and you know this, but like, if you leave your car outside in the summer, like during like the worst of summer when it's like between like 113 and like 120, you can legitimately put like cookie dough on a cookie sheet and put the cookie sheet on your dashboard and like just leave it out in the parking lot or in your driveway, and a couple hours later you will have baked cookies. Like, the inside of a car is like 175 to 200 degrees, like if it sits in this direct sun in the middle of summer. It's
But I
great.
had a fucking baked boom box. I had like a little fucking radio because I had a shitty little Geo Metro. So I would have a radio in there. And at one time I forgot and I left it on the fucking dashboard. And seriously, the top that popped up to like put CDs in was literally like warped and bent up next day.
Has anyone ever, if anyone's even old enough to have had a VHS
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Stabby's old enough. Stabby knows what Pangea looks like.
Yeah, no, I'm 40, dude. So yeah, I've
no.
seen all that shit.
So leaving a VHS in the car in the middle of summer in Arizona is a critical fucking error. That is just.
Oh, I'd melt that shit, wouldn't it?
Done that.
Dude,
Did it literally melt the ribbon or the fucking.
The plastic will warp. It'll look like you like had it over a flame and like was twisting it. Like it will literally no longer be the shape that it needs to be.
Yeah, dude, that's kind of what happened to my stereo, man.
Yeah.
It literally fucking warped it up.
And if you're lucky enough for it to not have warped the plastic, the damage it does to the iron oxide on the tape, like when you start playing it, especially if you make one of the critical errors I did once, where I was like, oh shit, I left the tape I rented in the car, and I ran outside and grabbed it, and then came inside. It was hot as hell, and I put it in the VCR, and I started playing it, and it starts going, and then you notice like it's getting kind of fucked up, and it basically takes the adhesive that holds the iron oxide onto the actual physical cellulose, and it strips it off, and then the whole thing becomes brittle, and it just snaps it. You're just done.
Yeah.
Desert heat is nothing to fuck with.
I believe it.
Yeah, you kind of have to leave your windows cracked at least, dude. Otherwise, fuck, dude.
Dude, I had one of my windows on a vehicle. One of the vehicles I had a 1950 Ford pickup. It was my first vehicle, and I did not crack the windows. And one of the summers, I came back out and the window was just cracked. Like the heat inside with some of the different types of windows that exist out there back in the day you used to be able to, like, the heat and the buildup on the inside would actually crack your glass. It wouldn't shatter or anything. You just have like this big like lightning bolt down the glass from the heat.
Man, I like living where you don't get that kind of extreme. I think the hottest it ever gets around here is like 110.
Yeah.
But you also have humidity, dude, which 110 where you're at, that's fucking evil.
Oh, yeah, you do feel like you're fucking swimming.
Which state?
California?
Oh, like
Northern California.
Southern California, I'm guessing?
No, Northern California.
Where?
Up by San Francisco, northern.
Oh, my mom lives up. She lives up probably like 15-20 minutes away from Pebble Beach in Monterey area.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got a cousin lives down in Monterey. He doesn't talk to us no more. We're all too immoral.
I believe that.
Yeah. Is it because of the race mixing?
Nah, he had his fucking kid. Like, he got married. Like, everybody was good right up until he got married. And then, like, a few weeks after that, I guess shit went really fucking weird. He got all super, like, oddly religious, and we were all too immoral with our fucking, like, drinking and smoking weed. So he just, like, doesn't. And I think there was some money issues between him and my other cousin, but I don't fucking know. So
the are things with all the COVID stuff out there still kind of nuts or no?
Oh god, people are fucking crazy. I don't know, man. Like we have to take random COVID tests every week.
What?
Like one employee has to take one from each site each week. Just a random test. So
is it something that I should ask you offline like what type of work?
Oh no, I'm a residential counselor. I work in mental health, and like think of it like kind of halfway home, but for like people with mental illnesses.
He sleeps for a living. a bunch of junkies and schizos and spastics go to some house, and he goes, all right, fucking go to bed, and then he takes a nap, and then he wakes up and gets a paycheck.
Pretty much.
I mean, that it does stuff for a lot of people. I mean, I'm not gonna make fun of that.
I am. Fuck you.
Dude, Satan's not wrong. Except I don't actually have to tell them to go to bed. By the time I get there, they're all asleep because they all took their meds like a couple hours prior. All I do is just walk around, like, look in each door, and yeah, there's somebody in that bed. Somebody in that bed. All right, we're done. Good night.
My mom is she's a senior ICU nurse in the COVID wing up there in a hospital.
Oh, nice.
So
that's a little fucking intense, I'm sure.
Yeah. She's been pulling like because nurses are unionized out there, so they have real strict limits on like how many 12-hour shifts or whatever shifts that they can make you work, and then you can volunteer up to a certain point. She's been working, I think it's like 4 12s or 3 12s and like a 14 or something like that, like since COVID started.
Damn.
It's gross. But yeah, she was like, she's like, I don't know what, she's like, I know you probably, you know, if you've been paying attention or not, but she's like, don't fuck around with this, because she's like, I see people that are that are your age, younger than you, older than you, some healthy, some with problems. They come in and we have to prone them out, meaning that they have to lay them on their stomach to be able to allow them to breathe because of inflammation in their lungs. And she's like, not, they don't all die, but she's like, we see a lot of lung and secondary organ damage that's being done, up to and including in some people's bones. She's like, don't even fuck around with this. She's like, take it serious. She's like, don't freak out about it, but like, don't go places you don't need to go. Wear your mask, wash your hands, make sure everyone in your household does it. Don't be dumb.
Yeah. Well, our clients haven't really been able to leave the program for like, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months at this point. It wasn't long before they were just like bound to the house.
I want you to look at the thing that I got. Again, this is like 3 games in a row I pulled this off.
I'm gonna look. So
Ooh.
that you do, is it is a halfway house, right?
Yeah. Essentially, but it's just for people with mental illness. Like, we focus on mental health, not drugs.
Okay.
We, get them to, like, manage their symptoms, take their medications because they want to take their medications, as opposed to, like, because people are forcing them to.
So it's not like institutionalized type.
Oh, no, they are institutionalized, too. Yeah, like, they a lot of them are junkies, so, or ex-junkies. Well, technically ex-junkies until they get out of the house.
Are they... But these are people that are not like, it's not like they're forced to be there in like a mental hospital, like permanent residency type thing. It's like, it's people that are intended to.
Okay, so legally they are required to be there, but it's not like being in a mental health hospital, definitely. So
can they like ever leave the house?
Yeah, under normal circumstances, yeah, they can just go, like, if they want to go to the store or whatever, like, sure, go have fun, bye.
So it's just like normal living, so to speak. But
yeah. They have to be there at night. They can't just take off overnight without, like, clearance from their conservator, the person who has custodianship of them.
So they're not prisoners or wards of the state or anything like that. They're there because you guys are helping.
I think wards of the state would probably be the best way to put it.
Okay. Interesting.
But the level of freedom they have when they're in our program versus in, like, a locked facility is substantially different.
So
because
how
we're trying to prepare them for the real world, so we try to make it as much like just, without any unfortunate. Fucking red tape makes a lot of weird rules, but
the intent is for them to live
in just a regular house and learn how to fucking handle being out, like, with people and just life in general.
How do they?
I want to be where the people are.
No, you don't.
I really don't. I mean, actually, I kind of do, just because I want to go to the bar. Surprisingly, I actually kind of miss being around people a little bit.
I got attacked by a meme the other day because it was like when the pandemic hits and everybody's in quarantine and you realize that your life hasn't changed. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of true.
Man, was that Satan and Satire's Grinch moment? Like, and then they say his heart grew 3 sizes that day.
It's the sound.
Dude, I just want to go to the bar. I want to play some darts.
I love darts.
Dude, I haven't played. I pulled out my darts a little while ago and decided I was just gonna sit there and play darts with myself. Like, after like 2 hours, I was like, wow, I've been doing this for 2 fucking hours. I'm sad.
Damn.
Like, I'm sad now.
one day, I'm gonna come to Texas, or you're gonna come up to the East Coast, and we're gonna play darts.
Just a heads up, I'm probably gonna smash you.
I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm not. I just like to play.
Just make sure you wear your masks.
Yeah, whenever we can.
There was a fucking video of some couple making out with their masks on.
Gross.
Like some sort of fucking cafe or some shit sitting in like one of the outside tables. This guy zooms in and they're just fucking mashing their faces together with the masks.
So there's different. I've played two or three different types of games with darts. One is where you're like trying to close stuff out and like X stuff off the board. I don't remember. Okay, that one. And then there's the one where you're playing for points.
01.
Okay. What's the third one, or am I imagining that one?
I mean, there's a few different games you can play, but those are the two main games that like every dart player knows and plays.
So the one where you're closing stuff out is cricket, and the other one is called 01?
Yeah. And it's called that because like you play with either, fucking 501 points, 301 points, however many, whatever, and 1 points, but you're playing with.
Don't you have to win by one or something like that, or win by a certain number?
You have to get an exact. You have to go exact out.
Yeah. So like the way 01 works is, well, to play it correctly, you start with like either 301 or 501, whatever, something 01, correct? And then to start getting points, you have to hit a double. Right? And then you start counting backwards, like subtract all your points down to get to 0. But to go out, you have to hit a double. So say
you
say
you exactly 0, right?
Yeah, you have to get exactly 0, but you have to do it by hitting a double. So say you're at 16 points, right? Now you got to hit a dub 8. If you're going for a dub 8 and you hit an 8, all right, well now you got a dub 4.
It's been a long time since I played. I used to play a lot, and I'm pretty accurate. I just I was never like real super serious about it. It was just something I used to do at this old Irish pub, like in another life.
Oh, I played in the league for about 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
Now
I played nine-ball in the league for a while.
The thing that I am pretty good at, by no means would I consider myself a professional at, but I am really good at bowling.
See, I thought I was good at that, comparing myself to other people who also really sucked, and then I saw people who were actually good at bowling. I was like, oh, I'm terrible.
I think I haven't played. I took.
I actually won the state tournament, or my team, or whatever.
Did you
when we
really?
were younger. Yeah, we won the local tournament here in my town, and went up to Lake Havasu, and we actually won the tournament up there.
I really enjoy bowling.
But this is handicap. This is with handicap. This is not scratch bowling.
The last time I went bowling was probably either at the beginning of this year or sometime at the end of last year. I took my 7-year-old to go, and that was the first time I had bowled in probably 10 years. But I used to play regularly. I think my highest score that I've ever gotten was like 260 something.
Oh yeah, you're way better than me. I think I average about like 170 at best.
When I played with my kid, the best that I did that time was right around like 170. But that was like the first time I'd even touched a bowling ball in like a decade.
Every time I bowl, people just wonder if I'm missing on purpose. You missed that many times. You can't have done it by accident. Yeah, I should.
Dude, the one thing I used to really like to do when I was younger, I don't even know if they still do it anymore. They probably do. Is the cosmic bowling with the black lights and all the like music videos that like playing and all the music. Yeah. That was the shit. It was kind of expensive. Like, it was considered expensive to me when I was much younger doing it. But
plus, like bowling used to actually be super fucking cheap. Now it's expensive as fuck.
I remember
bowling would be more fun if you didn't roll the ball.
I remember.
Shut up with your one egg.
like rolling. Fuck you. Like going bowling, and on certain nights you could play like $1 a game, and it was like $5 shoes. And now when I took my kid, and we played, I think we played 2 games, and it was like a kid's pair of shoes and myself, and it was like $40 fucking. And I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's kind of insane, dude.
And
Yeah,
Cosmic
it used to be
Bowl
like
used to be
maybe $2.50
$15.
a game or something. You know, the shoes were maybe $2 or $3.
Yeah, you could,
Yeah.
one person could go and get shoes for like under $5, or at an expensive place $5, and a game was like $3 or less.
I remember when going to the movies was less than $5.
Yeah, speaking
Dude,
of
it
shit,
still
gotten
is.
expensive.
I go to the fucking matinees. What are you talking about?
Oh,
Yeah,
$5 would have been like the
for
full
$5?
price like movie, and you'd probably get like a soda too or something, or like a popcorn.
Wait a minute, hold on, Satan. You're saying you go to matinees for less than $5?
Yeah,
No,
it's like $8.50 where I am.
Super Saver ones, like it's way after they're out of regular theaters. They'll
Like
show
a dollar theater, so to speak.
Basically, yeah. No, but there. I mean, there's dollar theaters too. But there's a movie theater that I go to that's. It's a bit of the ways for me. It's about a 30-minute drive from here. But yeah, it is $5 movies.
What?
$5 popcorn. It's the only time where their popcorn is actually reasonably priced.
Wait, okay. So how much is a movie for a ticket?
$5.
And how much is popcorn?
$5.
Satan's white half is definitely Jewish.
I went to see. Actually, last movie I saw was when oh god, what was that last fucking Marvel movie? Like Thanos and my brain is not.
Endgame.
Yes, I went and saw
Well,
that.
it wasn't the last Marvel movie. The last Marvel movie was Far From Home. But
I've never even heard of it.
Spider-Man.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he goes over and he's traveling around Europe trying to get in the pussy from home instead of trying to get in the European pussy.
You're not wrong.
That's pretty much the whole movie was about.
So most of the theaters, there's one theater that's like the budget theater, and I think you can go for probably somewhat in the ballpark of what Satan was saying. But this is like all the regular theaters, like with new hot releases and all that stuff. Most of them over in DC, like, are the kind that have like plush recliners, and like they'll bring you drinks if you want, or food at your, all that shit.
Yeah.
And but they're in like big theaters. They're not like these little niche places. The ticket to get into that per person, not in no, it was in 3D, was $17.50 a fucking person.
Damn.
Like,
were y'all getting food?
No, that was for the tickets.
Okay, well, like here, like we have a few places like that where like you can get you could press a little button and they'll come sneak in and ask you what you want, order food, whatever, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But like the ticket prices, if you aren't eating, is expensive as shit. Like it's like $15 fucking bucks. If you are eating, like it's a regular ticket price and it's like $9-10.
Like there's an AMC or a Harkins like maybe a couple mile or two from where I'm at right this second, and it's not the fancy. Serve you food and all that stuff. A ticket to go see a regular non-3D movie there, not matinee, for an adult is like $14, which is grotesque. Like, to me, I'm like, what? Like, $14? Like,
yeah, that's about what it is to see a movie in here, like right here, yeah, or like $8.50 for a matinee.
Yeah, that's about right. And then the popcorn, like. I could buy out the shelf at Walmart of all the popcorn for like the price of one gross. Fucking tub. Like I think last time I bought a big tub of popcorn, it was like $13 for the big one.
Oh yeah, they charge a lot for fucking popcorn. Holy shit!
It is corn and oil.
There was a place around here that I used to go to all the time. Like it was the only movie theater that I went to, just because they had a deal running for fucking ever. Right, like you buy this, like it was like the little commemorative fucking tub, whatever. That put their logo all the fuck over everything, as many times they can put it.
Or something.
$75, but free popcorn whenever you fucking want it.
Wait a minute. So, is it good? Only good for a year?
No, it was. They ran the thing for like 3 fucking years, and then decided, oh shit. This is a horrible fucking idea. Like everyone has these things now, and we're not selling any fucking popcorn. We're not doing this no more. Fuck you.
See, the thing that I like to do,
just not nearly gouging money that they were making before.
The thing that I like to do, when I used to go to the movies a lot, and when we used to actually be able to go to movies, is get like the loyalty cup. That's like like $12 or $10 or whatever it is for the plastic cup, and then every time you come back, you can refill it for $1.
Yeah, fucking love those things.
But the good, it's worth it if you go. But you have to buy a new one every year.
Yeah.
I actually think if you only go 2 or 3 times a year, you're fucking saving money.
Totally.
Am I the only one who doesn't like eat or drink stuff at the theater? Like my fat ass is the only one who's just like, I'm just seeing a movie. I don't need soda or candy or any of that shit.
So.
Oh, I know. I got
the cup and sneak in.
I gotta bring in my baked beans. Yo, this nigga eating beans. Yo, this nigga eating beans.
Like my routine for going is I'll either go to a dollar store, or there's a place that I really like that we don't have here in Arizona, but they have them over in DC, called Five Below, and everything in the store is $5 or less, and you can get anything from like Bluetooth speakers to Bluetooth headsets to like candy. Like, it's fantastic. And so go in there and just, I mean, their candy aisle is fucking impressive. It's like 50% of one of those like kitschy candy stores that you see at the malls, where it's just like the whole fucking store is just like Wonka's fucking factory. And you
expect the dude to be dancing and singing behind the counter.
Totally. So I'll load up on stuff from there, a few things, because if the kids are coming and stuff like that, then definitely getting a couple things.
All I know is if I ever go to a fucking candy store and some guy in a fucking top hat comes out singing, I'm fucking shooting him in the heart, because I read the rest of those books. That dude is a psychopath and a child eater.
And a child eater?
He ate children.
Willy Wonka is not the fun-loving.
Oh no, I gathered that from the Johnny Depp one, which got real fucking weird.
Like Willy Wonka or Charlie the Chocolate Factory, whatever. Like that's like the beginning of the story. There's 2 more books after that, and in the second one, things get kind of weird and creepy, like more so, like way more than the first one. And then the third one, he just like loses his fucking mind and starts eating people, and like making candy out of kids.
I mean, he didn't seem too bothered to have the children hauled off and fallen into the river and all that stuff. He's like, meat group. He just adds it into the recipe. He's like, I'm good with that. Enjoy your people. You're very rude.
I mean, parents usually say their kids are sweet.
Add stabby. Add stabby.
I left an olive branch gif in Gaming's chat in his Discord. Because he left over those tree puns.
He joins in sometimes.
No, I know, but I just couldn't help it. I was like, he needs an olive branch.
Those need to not come back.
I definitely can tell that he needs to branch out his interests.
I hate Joel so fucking much.
We're pining away now that he's gone. That was just... Oh, that one kind of hurt me a little.
One. That's the best one. That's the best one. No, but you
How about y'all make like an Alaskan teak and shut the fuck up?
Yeah, but you gotta load...
How about you make like the fucking rainforest and stop existing?
Oh, dude, don't go all the way to neck yourself. Stop before you get there.
But yeah, the secret to going to the movies is stocking up on stuff outside of the movies and smuggle it. You gotta smuggle.
You'll survive for 2 hours without like a fucking snack. I don't get it. I mean, once in a while it's nice to have like some Junior Mints or whatever, but goddamn.
Well, for me,
it's part of the fun, dude. Just sneaking shit in, dude.
It's part of the challenge. But I mean,
dude, they don't even try to bust you though. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're patting you down for fucking candy.
Yeah, I've taken like water bottles and shit in, like they usually care.
The thing that I always like to have, I have to have something to drink, and it doesn't have to be soda. And if I do drink soda, it's a Diet Coke or something. But I'll like smuggle cans of like just like seltzer in there just to have something.
Oh yeah.
I am constantly drinking something at all times.
Ooh, like LaCroix seltzer. Have you had that? The
Yeah.
LaCroix
Oh,
is the
dude,
fucking
yeah.
bomb.
Don't,
Dude,
God,
start
you people are so white.
Dude, and there's a new brand that's actually, I'd say, as good, potentially better because of their flavors.
Ooh,
It's called AHA. It's just AHA. It's at like all the Walmarts. And I think it's just coming to Arizona. It's an East Coast brand.
see if I
It's
can find it in any of my stores right now.
Dude, there's apple ginger. There's like they have two that are caffeinated. It's like basically the equivalent of a cup of coffee. There's one that's black cherry coffee seltzer, and the other one is citrus green tea
Oh,
seltzer.
there is AHA available in my store.
Dude, it's so fucking good. Like
Hey, Lyman, do they have the Arizona brand drinks in DC?
like Arizona iced tea and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I knew. Like when I was in Florida, I knew they had them there. I wasn't sure if it was. So I figured they did, but just wondering.
the big brands over in DC is obviously like LaCroix, and then there's Polar, and then there's Bubbly, which we have here. Bubbly is also a very, very, very good brand. Much cheaper. Both of these brands, by the way, are much cheaper than LaCroix.
Yeah,
And
I was
they're-
looking at that, and then I was looking at the fucking flavors like black cherry coffee, blueberry pomegranate.
My all-time favorite, like if I had to tell you like four, is the black cherry coffee, and in this order: black cherry coffee, apple ginger, citrus green tea, and then they have a peach honey.
Yeah, I see that one.
Dude, they're fucking perfect. And the Walmart up here in Phoenix, I bought a bunch when I landed. They're like $3 a case.
Wait, real quick question. Have you played this set yet, Lyman?
Yeah, you and I did.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure if you'd actually played it or not. I was like, why are we playing ranked if you don't know who the people are and what they do yet?
Because you know what? Whether I win or lose, it doesn't matter. Because I'm gonna lose anyway.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Day 12, it's just a matter of time before we become a mukbang channel.
You know what? You wish it would be a mukbang channel.
Ooh, I made some salmon and some stuff tonight that was nice. Like almost a risotto, but not quite a risotto on the side, and then like a fresh garden salad.
The day before I flew to from DC here, I made homemade from scratch mushroom risotto for my girlfriend and I, and I'd never made a risotto before.
Oh, it's fun, huh?
And it takes a hot minute, it takes some patience to do it right.
Oh yeah.
But she's Italian. Her whole family's like all 100% Italian, so they know what's up when it comes to stuff like that. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do something. I'm either gonna get chopped for fucking it up for the Italian people, or I'm gonna actually do this all right. And she said it was the best risotto she'd ever had, better than her family's. So
Damn.
I give
That
myself
girl either
some credit
really
for
likes you or you did a great job.
I mean, I basically live. I mean, I moved there to live with her, so
I really hope she likes you then.
yeah, me too. What am I doing in this game? Yeah, no, she is good people. She's
Yeah, mine was just a knockoff risotto. I just fucking toasted the rice in there while I caramelized some fucking onions and garlic bits, and then added chicken broth in a little extra just to, make it a little softer.
Yeah, so what I got like the arboro rice.
Oh yeah, you gotta have the right rice. You gotta like put it in like 1 cup of liquid at a time or a half a cup of liquid. I can't. That's been a while since I made risotto.
It's half a cup, so it's like you do like 1.5 cups of arboro rice, and then you put like 2 tablespoons of oil in there, and you toast it till it starts to get like pale brown.
Yep.
And then you're doing half a cup of you have to pre-warm like on a super low burner next to you the broth so it doesn't shock it cold.
Mm-hmm.
So you're putting in basically like slightly more than lukewarm broth, half a cup in, stir until it's absorbed, half a cup in, stir, rinse and repeat until like the rice is perfect. But you add in, it took a pound of portobello and a pound of white mushrooms, and it was like an ungodly amount, and you have to cut them thin. And I was just like, how the fuck is this gonna even fit in this? Like, this is ridiculous. But it actually reduces all down and you saute those in a separate pan and take all the juice and everything with it and add that in. So fucking good. So fucking good. I actually surprised myself. I was sure I was gonna get Gordon Ramsay'd right out of the kitchen. That's like the thing that we binge most.
Oh, Terse says you made it with love.
100%.
And his wife is Asian, so her food is laced with MSG. Or no, her love is laced with MSG. Which is why nobody can turn down Asian chicks.
Is that the secret sauce?
That's the secret sauce.
I'd rather that than their homebrewed street sauce. Oh, yeah. When I heard about that, I fucking freaked.
Street sauce?
Have you not? You didn't hear about street sauce?
No, I haven't heard about street sauce.
All right, it was. All right, this was brought to light during that whole like the bat soup incident. So they talked about how bat soup and all that, but then they were talking about how disgusting Chinese cooking is. And
The wet markets, yeah, they're fucking gross, dude. They always have been. Like there's reports of like U.S. reporters and European reporters and basically everyone but Chinese reporters going in and saying, "Oh yeah, these are fucking gross. We should probably stop doing this." And everyone, yeah, we'll get around to it. We'll get around to it. We'll get around to it. 40 years later, oh, they're bad now. No shit, they've been bad.
Where is it at?
They're fucking notorious for like chopping up plastic and serving it as rice and shit, dude.
Where is this?
China.
No.
Oh.
The wet markets in China.
Yeah,
Oh, I see.
the one that was brought to light was the one in Wuhan, the one where the virus originated from. But yeah, people were going.
No, you're a fucking racist.
Yeah,
Sorry,
they were
go
going over that and saying, look, talking about all the various different things. But when I heard about what street sauce was, because that's the broth that they use in most of the restaurants there, in the wet market area in particular.
It's sewage.
It's sewage. It's just sewage water. Yeah, it's drainage water.
Dude.
That's what.
I guess
And we're talking about a place where you have animals like chickens and ducks in containers stacked one on top of each other, and their poop and feces are all over the floor, going around, and people are walking in. When it rains, it goes into that shit, and yeah, it's
ingredients.
And that's their street sauce. And I heard this, and that's fucking disgusting. And that's in all their fucking soups. Like, I'm never gonna go to China. I'm never gonna go to China. I don't care.
Well, those motherfuckers stole Jackie Chan's house too.
Yeah, well, I heard about that too. Jackie Chan. That is sad.
I mean, he probably got enough money to buy a couple more houses, but still.
Well, I mean, they probably seized that too.
Oh, you think they took everything from him?
Well, they're things are collapsing in China. They need money. They're literally stealing the farms away from the farmers.
Oh no, that's always a bad sign in communism.
Well, yeah, like everything's shutting down, and so they're trying to control the means of production. So they're taking all the food. So they're essentially just stealing farmers' lands, kicking them out.
I'm waiting for the famine in South Africa for like similar things too.
Well, it doesn't help that they have like a swarms of locusts along to go with the floodings that's been going on in the farmlands. Like
that's what you get when you mess with God's country and send fucking the Kung Flu to the USA.
I mean, to be fair, Arizona's had those plagues of locusts for weeks at a time in the past.
Oh yeah, no.
You remember that? That shit was gross. Like you couldn't even like everywhere you drive, it's just like bug guts under your wheels.
I believe it.
The little white flies, dude. Those are fucking irritating as all hell. I don't know if you get those in the city, dude, but they're these tiny little. They're like gnat size, dude. I get like 2 weeks straight where they're just fucking everywhere.
Oh, those little flies, yeah.
But they're just like little white dots, dude, and they're fucking weird.
Oh yeah, we got
apparently they
those, like little tiny
day and a
flies.
half.
Yeah.
Basically hatch and then fuck like crazy and then just die.
Huh.
You never seen those?
I mean, are they like
They're in
they're like the size of gnats or slightly smaller, but they're not black?
Right.
Is that right?
I'm sure I can find a video. or
It's
something.
probably a different breed of gnat, so it's probably like that. But
They're incredibly tiny, but they're fucking. And dude, when they fucking
Are they the bitey
balloon,
ones?
whatever the fuck you call it, they're fucking, dude.
Oh,
Same
wait.
as gnats, dude.
Those are usually like you see them sometimes flying around grassy areas when it's warm and it's like moist.
Well,
Like
it's
the
usually
swarms
like
of 'em?
spring, dude, when they show up.
Huh. I probably have seen them. I just didn't really pay any mind to it.
It's not something you can really ignore, dude.
No.
Well, again, like I said, you live in the, if you're mostly in the cities, you're probably not seeing them a lot.
That's probably
Or
true.
ever. White flies. That's is that what they are? We always just call them white flies, but maybe they're just aphids.
Huh.
I'm gonna find something.
You learn something.
Why
new
are
every
they
day.
white?
Why they gotta be
Huh?
They're
white?
fucking
Why are they white?
Fucking most racist fucking flies you'll ever find, dude.
Oh man, the fucking bit from what's his name? The guy that was talking about the people being too racist for slavery.
What?
Oh,
That fucking bit.
The Legion.
yeah, I forget what it was. Oh, Big J Okerson.
Yeah.
And he's talking about they're just so racist. They're like, you can't put them in the fields to work. They're all too lazy. Yeah.
I don't think they do a good job if we paid them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have black slaves. So
You want them in your house where your things are?
In my house? Are you crazy?
Oh man, it was pretty fucked up. But
Are you talking like Uncle Ruckus?
yeah, really.
Close.
Dude, it's only like a 2 minute. Only like a 2-minute bit. Yeah, it's not that far up, dude. If you guys watch it. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's
Big J
about
Okerson, obviously.
new level of racism. It's that one. Like I said, I think it's only two minutes long, dude. Yeah, that shit was really fucking funny. But yeah, Big J is just fucking hilarious, dude.
And he falls off a stage real good.
Pulled off the stage by his ankles like a fucking pro.
I just love that the guy didn't think far enough ahead to be like, this dude's pretty big and I'm pulling him right at me. Like, where's he gonna land? On top of your fucking dumb ass.
Yeah, pull him by his ankles, have him land right on me.
Fucking brilliant people out there.
Dude, I'm not finding this shit anywhere. You have to actually use the regular internet.
Oh, what was it? I saw this wacky story about some gross fuck that like got somebody, and it made me think of some. Actually, no, because some gross fuck was he got somebody to draw like a nude, hardcore picture of like a friend of his. I'm just thinking, like, I can't imagine, like, I wonder if Samaj would ever do that, because I imagine the answer is, like, fucking no? I'm not drawing weird porn of, like, somebody that you know? But, the funny part was that everybody was being like, you could call the police and get him arrested. I'm like, I don't think you guys understand, like, how the law works.
You can't get somebody arrested for drawing a picture.
Or having it, like, yeah, it's real gross, and he's pretty fucking uncool, but you can't. The cops just be like, "I'm really sorry that happened, but what do you fucking want us to do?"
Yeah,
it would be.
We're gonna have to confiscate those pencils.
Yeah, it would be up to me on whether or not I would actually like do that. I probably wouldn't, just because, like, or if I was, then maybe I wouldn't sign it. Because, like, I don't know what the context is. Like, if the friend was there, it's like, oh, yeah, I totally would love that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, if the friend was in on it, yeah, that's one thing. But, yeah.
But if it was, let's say, like, I don't know, the husband's brother who's a little bit creepy, who always fantasized about his brother's wife. But, yeah, can you just draw me and this, this person here together? Like, that's a little creepy there, dude. I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah, I imagine most artists would be like, nah, I'm going to pass on that.
I mean, there are some people...
It's like, it's hard to find a tattoo shop that'll legit give you, like, a swastika tattoo.
Yeah.
Most tattoo shops have, like, no interests.
Like a swastika with schwas on it, dude?
Fuck off. You know what I meant?
You're like, but it's not just any swastika. It's got legs.
She like little schwa de vivre.
Upside down E. It's the weirdest thing.
No, it's schwa de vivre in a swastika.
I need a bendy stick man with swastika legs. It's not weird.
Man.
I posted a pic of the white flies to kind of give you an idea, like how fucking tiny they are.
I thought those like sparkles on a maple leaf.
Oh, we get black ones that are the same size, but we don't get the white ones.
Fucking
strange,
racist.
Which I'm pretty sure are just gnats.
Oh, dude, those are real small.
Yeah, I looked up. It said they're similar to aphids and mealybugs. I don't know what the fuck
aphids are. You know what aphids are, right?
The ones that ants milk somehow.
No, they're ones that go on roses. Like if you look when roses are in bloom, you'll see all these little like kind of light greenish bugs, like real small around the buds and stuff like that, and they will eat the flowers. The flower buds, they'll destroy it before they bloom.
Oh wow!
And the only way to there's stuff you can buy to spray on them, or you can just mix like Dawn detergent and water and spray it all over the plants, and it kills them, but doesn't hurt the plants.
Oh fuck, dude! I don't know why that came up, but you know the fucking. Do you ever see the giant beetles, the flying beetles we get here?
Beetles?
Those big black ones with the giant antlers on the front. Fuck those.
Yeah.
Do they sing a lot?
No,
Those
they
things
bite.
are fucking terrifying, dude.
And you know what? My friend was fucking around with one once, a long time ago, and he tried to touch it, and it clamped on his finger, and he regretted every moment of that.
Dude, seriously.
If something has pinchers and you put your finger in them, you kind of deserve it.
And dude, like for anyone who doesn't know, those pinchers on like the average to large size ones are like each side of the blade of them is probably like close to half an inch.
Dude, they get like over
like
6 inches long.
Yeah, they get like in between like 3 to 6 inches, 7 inches long as far as in terms of their overall size. It is.
Can you eat them?
Not even counting the fucking.
I'm just thinking Crocodile Dundee style, where they like cutting bugs in half and shit, and cooking them.
Yeah, I'll post one, and honestly, this one I'm posting is on the smaller side.
And they fly. That's
probably twice as big as that, dude.
And they fucking fly.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
And I'm guessing they have a tendency to just fly at people's faces for no fucking reason.
I seriously had one flying at me and thrown my phone at it, dude.
Damn.
Dude, they're fucking huge.
Dude, when I was a kid, we were playing outside, and it was like a plastic cricket bat that we were playing ball with, and like one scared the shit out of me, and I instinctively swung at it, and it just went, "Ba-doo!" Like I hit it over the house.
Dude, if I'm wearing like flip flops, like usually I'll just fucking step on them and smash them. But like if I'm wearing flip flops, like I'm kind of afraid to step on them.
I won't step on them. I just get the fuck away from them.
Dude, I think this is just gonna kind of make it angry. And not kill it.
It's kind of like a bear. Like you put your foot down, and all of a sudden it just like throws you off of it and like snaps your neck with its.
Because, dude, it's a beetle, so it's like a pretty hard fucking carapace, or whatever you want to call it, dude.
Yeah, they're very strong in that regard, and they're strong also when they pinch. So I'm just like, you know what? You go your way, I'll go mine. Just don't come back, please.
Oh,
just don't.
Yeah.
There was a fucking.
I guess you live here now.
There was a gif of two dudes hanging out with like some fucking cicada or beetle or something, and like one guy had it on his face, the other guy puts it on his face, and the pinchers get locked on his cheek.
Oh.
And he goes to pull it off, and it just fucking guts the animal, so it's just the pinchers hanging with guts hanging off the end of him, still fucking stuck on his cheek. And you just laugh because you just put that on your face, you dumb fuck. Like, what did you think was gonna happen?
It's grotesque. Like,
Oh,
fuck all
man.
that. Fuck all of that.
I've only ever had one incident with a cicada, and that's when it was like a hot summer day, and I opened up the window and it was dark out and I couldn't sleep, so I thought, I'll just get some work done. But I had forgotten that the screen was busted, so it's just an open window. Fucking cicada, the big fat fucking round one, flew right into my forehead, and it felt like It, it thumped right on me and went right on the deck on my desk with a thud. And I'm like, fuck, did someone just throw a rock at me? And I'm looking out my window like who the fuck is it? Now I'm out in the farm, and I'm like, who would throw a rock unless it's like some psychopath, which do happen in the area because there's a fucking druggies out here. Anyway, so like, okay, that's weird. I look down, and I've never seen a cicada before. This fucking, I'm seeing all these strange legs because it's upside down. These legs are just sort of moving, and I'm like, the fuck is that?
And then all of a sudden, this, who the fuck did that? You lost all the bass in your voice. You were like, fuck that, I'm out. I'm out.
Shit, I'm out.
Here's my next least favorite thing here in the desert.
Scorpion.
Camel spiders?
Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes they call them wind scorpions, camel spiders. But yeah, it looks like a scorpion, but without the tail. And obviously they don't have, they're feelers. They're not actually claws or pincers or whatever. They're fast as fuck, dude. And they like zigzag.
They're like a mix between like a tarantula and a scorpion.
I bet they're like good eating though.
They are terrifying. I've never seen one in person, and fucking good for that.
They're not like huge, but they're pretty decent size. But yeah, dude, again, they're super fast. So like even trying to step on them, like it's not easy because again, they zigzag and they're fast as fuck.
Man, Lyman, now that you said you've never seen one and you were so happy about that, you know there's going to be like one in your shower tomorrow, right?
Of course.
You'll be like taking a shower, get the fucking soap out of your eyes, look up, and that motherfucker will be on the wall right in front of you.
I'm going to tell you a story that starts exactly like that. We'll pick it up from the soap in the eyes. So I'm like, have you ever had like a hair splinter? You know, you're like, when you're cutting a dog's hair, like it gets sharp on the end and it can stick in your skin. It happens, like hairstylists, it happens to all the time. So I was washing my hair, and like I felt this little like tickly poke on my foot, and I had soap in my eyes, and I was like, well, it's probably just like one of my hairs that like washed down on my foot, whatever. And I felt it again, and then I felt it again, and I'm like, all right, this is fucking strange. So I open my eyes, and there is a bark scorpion stinging my fucking foot.
Oh damn!
Crawl up the fucking drains, dude. It's weird.
Yes. So that's exactly what happened. So I immediately am like 7 flavors of fuck that, and like hop out of the shower, and it was something because I smashed my knee on the edge of the tub on the way out of the shower.
Yeah, because it wasn't stepping out calmly; it was getting the fuck out.
No, it was definitely getting the fuck. I don't think I've ever moved that quick in my life, and I couldn't on purpose. So I get out, and all of a sudden, like, I'm like, immediately, I'm like, fuck, because I know I see 3 little red marks, so I know I got tagged 3 times. So I'm like, this is for sure. And I'm like, okay, I need to calm the fuck down. I need to cool the fuck off because I'm hot from the shower. I'm like panicking, so I'm like, you need to not make that venom go all over your fucking body. So I'm sitting there, and like 15 minutes goes by, and now it feels like I have like a heartbeat on my foot. I'm like,
yeah, dude, the scorpion sting is fucking pretty vicious. Like I've been stung by bees a couple of times, but a scorpion sting is way fucking worse, dude.
So I know that, you know, most of the time they're not deadly, all that stuff, and I know, but I also know it's a bark scorpion and not a yellow scorpion, and the bark scorpions are the most venomous scorpion in North America. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna call poison control just for shits and giggles in case I'm missing something. So I call them, and they're like, you'll be fine, you know. I'm like, do I need to put ice on it, elevate it? And they're like, no, don't do that. And so I'm like, that's weird. So I go sit down, and I'm chilling out. Like 15 minutes later, and all of a sudden, like my whole leg feels like pins and needles, and like I can't feel my foot hitting the ground, and like it's starting to kind of hurt, and like I noticed the back of my throat starts to feel numb, and my vision, I felt like was going blurry. So like, shits and giggles, I call my mom. I was like, I told her what's going on. She's like, yeah, you should go to the ER. I'm like, I'm not gonna go to the ER for this. She's like, you need to go to the ER. I'm like, all right, fine. So I go.
I got stung a few times, dude.
And so, and you know, America, cost of healthcare. But I was like, all right, I'm not gonna die from this fucking thing tonight. So let's do that. So I go there, and by the time halfway there, it's about 3.5 miles, 4 miles to the hospital. So I'm driving, and I start to notice that I can't read the signs anymore because my vision is blurry. And my throat is numb. Like my whole body is tingling, and it hurts and it feels like weird. And so I mosey on in there limping and all that shit. And they go and they're like, they do some like tests, and then they have a neurological test, and they're like, we're gonna have to have you sit here, and we need to. They're like, there's 4 stages of envenomment. It's like the severity. It's like number 1, you get stung, and like it's just real local to where you got stung, that that you feel it. 2 is like if you got stung on your foot, your leg or part of your leg might feel it. 3 is where it travels around your body. Your vision can go blurry, your throat can go numb, and if it goes to that point, it's on its way to a 4, which in that case we have to give you the antivenin. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I was like, well, America, how much is that? And they're like, and I laughed at the guy when he said it because I thought he was fucking kidding. He's like, it takes 2 vials, we inject it into you. Each vial is $27,000. And I was like, I just started laughing. And he's like, I'm like, you're kidding, right? He's like, no, I'm dead serious. I'm like, are you fucking, like, you want me to shoot my kid's like 4-year degree in my fucking arm? Like, he's like, well, your alternative is we put you in a medically induced coma if it gets bad enough, and then you ride it out that way, because if once it starts to affect your vision and stuff like that, that means it's creeping its way to your central nervous system, your brainstem. I was like, well, fuck me. Okay. So I sat there for like 4 or 5 hours eating ice chips and having somebody come in and take my blood pressure and pulse like every half hour, and it cost me $1,000. I was lucky, but I was fucked up for like 2 weeks. Like I was not okay. Like I was not feeling.
You're not
anywhere
okay
near.
now.
Yeah, I know,
Stung
but
I got stung right in the fucking arch of my foot. But yeah, it only stung me once. Like I fucking saw, because before then I would walk around barefoot a lot, and well, pretty much ever since then I wear at least flip flops now. But yeah, stung me right in it, and I looked down and saw it, and I wanted to fucking again smash my phone down on it. Like my hand was cocked back, and I'm like, ugh.
yeah,
Like I had to let it go. Like you kind of want vengeance, dude. At that point,
dude, yeah,
I had to go.
I'm kind of arachnophobic. Like if I see a spider, I'm not gonna lose my shit. But if it's anywhere near me, on me, or it touches me, like fuck, like I'm gonna get away from it. And if it's on me, like I can't be held responsible for what happens.
Dude. And scorpions, I fucking hate, dude.
I'm just so not into what was happening on that day. And now I do not do anything without at least slippers on. And I run that shower fucking hot for like a good 10 minutes before I get into it. And I like showering facing the drain. And I'm like, fuck all this. Never again.
You're really fucking careful, dude. One thing time, dude. Yeah, I didn't even have any of that fucking side effect, dude, and it still deeply affected me.
Well, and what I learned that day, other than they can crawl out of the pipes, and also that bark scorpions are the only scorpions in North America that can climb. The yellow scorpions cannot climb.
Plenty of them climbing up fucking walls or climbing up underneath the fucking whatever you call them. Like it towards the base of a wall, like outside. It has an overhang. They'll be crawling on underneath that shit, dude.
Yup. And those are the ones that those are bark scorpions. If they're ground dwelling and stuff like that, like under rocks and all that, they're usually yellow scorpions. But pain medication doesn't do shit to it because it's a neurotoxin for your nervous system. So the only thing that acts like to cut it back and make you feel any form of relief is benzos, like Xanax, lorazepam, stuff like that. That is like a miracle drug for that stuff. I could not fucking believe the difference between taking that, and they even use it for people that have epilepsy and stuff like that, because it directly calms your central nervous system, which is exactly what scorpion venom does.
Dude, what was really weird is like I kind of felt high, like my foot obviously was killing me, dude, but I kind of felt high too. It was really bizarre.
I was exhausted for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Like I would wake up, and yeah, it was kind of like I felt groggy as shit, like pain medication, or like if you were stoned or something. And then like my appetite was garbage. Like, I just couldn't get restful sleep, and no matter how much I slept, like, I'd have a hard time going to sleep, but then when I fell asleep, like, I would just be out forever. And, like, my body just felt fucking racked. Like, everything just felt raw. Like, the world felt raw. And it was after that, I was just like, "Never fucking again." Like, I don't leave anything on my shoes don't stay on the floor. I put them up. I don't fuck around with it because I also don't want to find them. So I don't know. Check your shoes, boys and girls.
I don't think anyone else here lives near scorpion territory, dude.
That's
Yeah, they don't
why-
have them where you're at, Sammy, right?
I think Satan has scorpions over there.
Only if I go looking for them.
You don't have them like crawling around and stuff like that.
Nah. Like we get other kinds of critters and shit, but fucking scorpions, nah, not really.
Yeah.
That's one thing I don't have to worry about.
The interesting thing about scorpions too is like they're not necessarily everywhere. There's like you can literally be in a neighborhood and you can have a house and you will never see one. Your neighbor may have them because they build these nests in little colonies and and live either in like the palm tree fronds or like under rocks and in the ground and stuff like that. So your neighbor could get like 1 or 10 a week and the person next to you may get absolutely none. I had never seen one in the wild. Like being from Arizona, I never saw one in the wild in my homestead until 2016. And
It's kind
I'm
of lucky.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I was gonna say where I'm at, because again, it's fucking desert everywhere around here. So, like, especially we had the house we live in now was brand new. When we first moved in, I was killing like at least five a week, dude.
It's the worst.
Because again, everything just got stirred up, when they place. Yeah, literally, I was one time taking a shit and one walks in under the fucking bathroom door. Fuck.
Everything in Arizona wants to kill you. Like that's like the bottom line. It's
a pretty fucking hostile environment.
There are 30 different species of animals here that are venomous or poisonous.
Have you ever seen a Gila monster in the wild?
Once.
That's I don't know what that is, but that's fucking mythical. That's not a thing.
It's just a fucking huge lizard, dude.
Well,
I refuse to believe there's any real thing called a goddamn Gila monster.
Oh,
no.
dude.
No, I refuse.
Up a picture for him because here's how they work. Like they're cool as shit looking, but like they have a bunch of little teeth in there, and what they do is when they bite you, they have a lot of saliva. Like think of like a Komodo dragon, how they have a lot of saliva in their mouth. These don't drool like Komodo dragons, but yeah, they have poison glands in their cheeks, and basically they clamp down and grind on you, and there's also a metric fuck ton of bacteria in their saliva, so they put like venom and this gnarly bacteria which can cause like insane like gangrenous like infections. They're real skittish and they're rarely like around people. You have to kind of go out to find them.
I've seen one ever. Yeah.
Yep. I've seen one in the wild, and then I've seen them at the zoo.
Yeah. What about javelina? I've still never seen a fucking javelina in the wild.
Dude, I've seen probably a dozen in like outside of this neighborhood, because they used to, when it was first developing, they used to come and roam through the neighborhoods, through the streets, because the desert is behind the neighborhood, and they'd eat all the flowers off the plants in the front yard.
Those are like the little pigs, right?
Yep.
Is the lizard you're talking about?
That is the lizard. That's a Gila monster.
Is it pronounced Gila? Because it's spelled.
That gives a scale. Hold on.
Yeah, it's pronounced Gila. It's a.
Yeah, Gila is Gila.
Yeah, Gila. It's
okay.
Gila.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because it was coming up Gila, or I thought it was Gila, but you're right. It's pronounced Gila. All right.
One of them
Double
Mexican words.
Yeah.
Oh, one of
Let me
those.
find one that gives a scale, like a person in the shot or something.
Those Gila monsters can get pretty beefy and fairly large. Like,
yeah, they're fucking big. They're not nearly Komodo size, but they're pretty fucking big, dude.
I think the biggest one I've ever seen was in a zoo, and it was probably like 1.5 feet pushing 2 feet.
Yeah, but they're like wide too. You know what I mean?
They're like
pretty
little.
wide.
They're like little bulldogs. They're real dense looking.
Yeah. There's got to be a picture of somebody dumbass holding one or something.
Have you come across any of the species of rattlesnakes out here?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I've killed a few, dude.
Oh really?
Mostly small ones though. Yeah, the big ones. Yeah.
I was riding a horse once when I think I was like probably 13 or 14. And we were out like in the desert riding through a wash. And number one, I shouldn't have been on that horse because it was like a 2.5-year-old horse, which is way too fucking young and unruly to put a kid on. Totally. And it was not thrilled to begin with. I was already like, I really shouldn't do this. But we were walking, and there was a rattlesnake that was probably, I'm gonna guess, 2.5 feet, just chilling there. And my horse lost its fucking mind, and like it didn't buck, like kick me forward or like rear up. It did the thing where all four legs come off the ground and the back just arches. And I fell off and smashed my right knee on a rock. And so one of the people out there was paraplegic, and so they had a horse pulling a wagon, and so I had to have people pick me up and like lay me in a wagon like some fucking settler. It was like the Oregon Trail of Arizona. It really fucking sucked.
A little message popped up over the fucking clouds. Lyman has broken his leg.
I should have went to a doctor because like I couldn't even see a kneecap. My knee was all swollen and all. And like later on I found out like I had torn like my meniscus and like damaged some other shit. And so like I was on crutches and hobbling around for like 3 or 4 months. But again, America and not having a lot of money, you just kind of walk it off, so to speak. And I've had knee problems ever since.
Yep.
Re-injured it.
What I just posted, even that one's kind of on the smaller side. Like they get bigger than that.
They look
like
so fucking like you would just not ever want to touch that fucking thing.
Yeah, this fucking guy apparently has a pet.
That guy's an idiot.
Yeah, like fucking exactly.
Well, it's like that dude that fucking had bears as pets. It's like, oh, he got killed by a bear? That's so weird.
I knew a guy that had...
What you expect to happen?
I knew a guy that had somebody illegally smuggle him in a fucking viper.
Oh, kept a poisonous snake as a pet? What a fucking moron.
Yeah, and he used to like, he was one of those dudes that like thought he was... I mean, in hindsight, all he was missing was a fucking fedora. And too edgy for his own good. He's like, yeah, I got a viper. I was like, yeah, you're a fucking idiot. He's like, it got out once. I was like,
never go to your house.
Yeah, just like fuck all that. People having like dangerous animals for pets because they're edgy, like I can only wish and hope that animal exacts precisely the revenge that they deserve.
Yeah, for real.
Anybody actually lets them out and about, like fucking lunatics. Like you might have them for a year, 2, 3, whatever, but eventually they're gonna fucking bite you and kill you, dude.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? That viper is never gonna be your fucking friend. I don't care what you think.
Yeah, you're playing with fire. It's just a matter of time.
Every time you open that cage to feed it, you are rolling the dice that it doesn't just fucking snap you in the fucking face, because you're not faster than it is. You're just not. You're not going to be. You're not okay. You're not experienced.
Yeah, you're not a fucking mongoose.
Exactly.
Why would I ever want to put myself in a situation where I'm like intentionally testing my speed against a fucking poisonous snake? That just... Nothing about that sounds like something a rational person does.
My sister's husband, her in-laws, let's put it that way, easier to explain. They own and run the Arizona Herpetological Association. So they're the people that you can call and they will capture and then release out way the fuck away from society, like any rattlesnakes, Gila monsters, crazy shit. but they also end up taking in rescues. So they had somebody here in Phoenix had pet alligators and a crocodile and a fucking wallaby, like all these ridiculous animals.
A wallaby? What the fuck?
Yeah, right? Like I saw a picture of my sister holding a wallaby, and I was like, "When the fuck did you go to Australia?" And she's like, "No, I was over at the herpetological place." I was like, "That's not a herpetological thing." And they're like, "Well, someone had it, and it had to be rescued."
Those are the mini kangaroos, right?
Yeah, and this was a baby, not a baby, but like it would be like a toddler equivalent of a wallaby that she was just cradling. It was just chilling in her arms, and I was jealous. I was upset about that.
They do look like you would want to hold them.
Hell yeah!
You guys ever see that video of the fucking kangaroo that like had the guy's dog?
Yes.
Like it had its arm.
Yeah, and he runs up and
Guy
just punches it in the
jumps up
fucking
to it.
face.
Dude, and like,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you probably know, but kangaroos are nothing to fuck with.
No,
Them
you're
and-
supposed to
Yeah,
punch
they-
them in the face because like they might think you're stronger and run. Because if they start
Right.
using your back legs, you're fucking dead.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, there's two things you don't fuck with: kangaroos and Wu-Tang Clan. Like, those are the two things that you just do
Wu-Tang
not.
Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Well, things are intact. Ain't nothing to fuck with.
Because
I'm still proud of that fucking response I had for that dumbass whenever you fucking neck yourself, Satan. Fucking neck yourself. Man, I listen to too much fucking Wu-Tang Clan. I can't neck myself. You gotta fucking protect the neck.
exactly. And it's like, yeah, I've seen a video. Like, I forget where I saw it or how. It was like in the early years of the internet. I saw a video of a kangaroo attacking a guy was fucking with it, and that was a critical fucking error. And dude, that thing like basically just like they kind of prop themselves against their tail and use their hind legs, which have gnarly fucking nails on them, and these things are wicked strong too.
We're all
And
looking.
that thing just
Yeah, they'll slice your fucking guts out.
dude, yeah, they will eviscerate you with ease. It is nothing. They are not, the sweet little kangaroo. I mean, they're cool and they're nice, but you just don't. And they're huge. Like, you don't really realize how big they are until you see one near a person. They're like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, well, that did. Somebody posted the one where the guy's like punches the kangaroo to get his dog free.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
That wasn't a full-grown
Yeah.
kangaroo.
That kangaroo was as tall as that dude.
And
Yeah,
it
but
was
that also
ripped.
wasn't a full-grown kangaroo.
Yeah,
No, I know.
it
That's
was-
what I'm saying. Like to underscore how big they are. That thing was as tall as the dude.
and they are ripped. Like, they are just straight up muscle. Like, they are freaky.
Yeah, their legs especially. Dude.
Well, they gotta be, or a dingo will eat their baby.
I mean,
Are you proud of yourself?
I'm real proud of myself. I've been waiting for that one.
my baby.
As soon as we started talking about wallabies, I'm like, there's gonna be a dingo eating a baby joke somewhere, and I'm gonna make
They're
it.
like, wait for it. No, but I mean, kangaroos and all that stuff are fucking rad, but they're rad in the.
They're
kind
like
of
the
from a
fucking
different way.
hippos of fucking Australia.
Wait,
Because
like,
everybody always
it-
thinks hippos are cute and funny looking, and nah, they're murderers.
they're murderers.
Have you
I'll do it again.
I'm pretty sure
have you
hippos kill
seen?
more people than any other animal. I'm pretty sure.
There was this video I watched where a fucking hippo just fucks up a hyena, like saving a deer, because this deer is kind of like trying to get away from the hyena in the hippo's little like muddy waller thing, fucks up the hyena, and then like pushes the fucking deer to the other side to get it out of the fucking water. So the other hyenas come over there, so the hippo just kind of like stops for a second and then just kills the deer. It looked
saw a
like it was
video.
trying to rescue it for a second, then it was just like, nah, I'm just gonna fucking kill this and eat it. You're like, all right, fucking what?
Hippos I forget exactly what country it is, but like when you're like they'll be boating down a river and stuff like that, and hippos can hold their breath for a substantial amount of time.
Oh yeah,
and so they could be under the surface, and they will on occasion they will pop up and straight up jack the boat.
yeah,
Like,
just fucking eat the boat and the people.
they're like what Jaws is like portrayed to be, but they are on land and they hide under the water and come up only to fuck you up. Like they are mean. They're
Oh,
cute
man.
and they're cool.
Nacho Thomas put a fucking video of a baby hippo trying to like bite somebody. That's
Suddenly goes
adorable.
under, like it's coming after you, dude.
Yeah, like, and I don't know, like, anytime I see like a body of water, and I go near, I'm not worried about hippos, but like I've seen too many fucking like videos and movies and shit where, like, you're like, oh look, I found a rock, and all of a sudden a fucking gator comes up and takes your fucking body, like, and that's just it.
You know, I always usually, because the only people that say this that are fat, like, are people that I'm not allowed to laugh at because everyone else respects them, even though they're fucking full of shit. But like, there's a few people in my circle that are like, I'm really in tune with nature. No, you're not. You're a fat piece of shit. You're either gonna starve because you're too fucking slow, or you're gonna get eaten slowly and painfully. You dumb fuck.
You know what? The only time
Nature wants to kill you.
Nature is
dumbass.
scary, and you're a bitch.
like let's be real honest, like, compared to even like a javelinas will fuck your shit up if they have like babies around. The mom, she will straight up charge you and like take pieces of your leg. Like, there's literally nothing in nature that is not capable of like fucking your world up.
Sloths.
Like dude,
Sloths' main defense is they're gross and taste bad. I just thought I'd point that out.
like, as a humans are super fucking fragile. Like, we really are in the grand scheme of like life on the planet.
It's astonishing what you can accomplish with a sharp stick.
Right?
Yeah.
And like, our only saving grace, our literal only saving grace, is being able to like problem solve and like invent. Because we're not super strong. We can't survive fucking weather on our own. We're not really that fucking
And we're
resilient.
the most useless fucking babies.
Yeah, I mean,
God,
truthfully,
I fucking hate
We're not even
babies.
done for like fucking 18 years.
Babies are
No,
so
that-
fucking obnoxious.
Modulated.
And everybody
we
always
get-
wants to put the baby in your fucking arms. Like, you know, like, I don't like babies. Oh, you should hold this one.
I mean,
All I'm saying is fucking dolphins are born. Oh, I can do some dolphin shit. Fucking deer are born. Oh, I'm a little wobbly, but I can do some deer shit. Fucking even giraffes can do some giraffe shit as soon as they're fucking born. But babies, no, babies can't do fucking shit.
I mean,
Fuck humans, we're dumb.
even baby primates are like, I mean,
Yeah.
even baby primates can like do a lot more than an infant human.
I'm picturing Satan yelling at a baby that whole time.
It's no, but if you think about it, like, we really don't play an integral part of any part of an ecosystem. We get fucked up by every fucking virus and bacteria innately.
And yet we run the fucking ecosystem.
and it's literally just because we can make stuff.
We
Like-
we make pointy stick and go
Well,
in house
I mean-
to protect from fireball.
There's a few other animals that use tools. So tool
That
use
is
isn't dead. Ours is the ability to predict the future and compensate for it.
Okay, you tell an otter to make me a fucking iPhone, bitch.
That's
Well,
what I'm saying. Like, I think we use tools, but we can predict the future, like with some relative accuracy.
Like our frontal lobe, our brain development is in a way that we can not just like think about now, or like, you know, in these mechanical ways where it's like, okay, it's the season, we need to reproduce, we're preparing for a season, we need to like eat a bunch of stuff so we don't like die because we can't find food. It's like, we're like, okay, well, this is coming and all of this will happen, but, you know, we're going to start growing food or making machines and tools, not just like primitive tools, but like we're going to make now, you know, it's like we have fucking robots that do things for us. It's like, that's basically our superpower. And to be honest,
Yeah, like we have
Like right after the internet went out, but it seems to be reconnected. So
what would you say like the top 3 scariest animals are not in the water? Like
top
not
3 scariest animals not in the water.
like, you know,
The
like
Komodo
sharks and
dragon
stuff
has got to be up there because this is so fucking big. And then I'm gonna
think
say
it-
that fucking golf ball spider in fucking Australia, because that motherfucker can kill you and bite through fucking shoe leather.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's probably whatever the most poisonous snake in the world is.
Yeah.
The
But I don't know. Rhinos, elephants, those got to be up there.
like which?
But
I'm
if you
gonna
just
go
don't
with,
fuck with a rhino or elephant, you'll be alright.
I'm
You
just
know?
gonna go with gold digger, crackhead, and politician.
That's not a bad combo either.
let's narrow it down. Mammals,
Or a fucking chimp, dude. Those can fuck you up.
dude. Those will they will fuck you up. Like the Michael Jackson image of having them as cute little pets. Nah, they
Yeah,
like,
once they're mature, Jesus Christ, dude.
they will just they're aggressive as shit. They're really fucking strong. And yeah, I don't want any part of that. I think they're cool. Like I like watching them and seeing them and things like that, but like I don't feel a need to own one at any
Maybe a
stage
bit
of life.
They're a little smaller. They fuck a lot. They're more laid back.
The coolest looking thing that is technically a pet because people get them, but you really shouldn't because it's kind of fucked up, are like the finger monkeys.
Finger monkeys. Are those like
Spider
the
monkey. Or,
No, they're like the size of a finger.
like a little marmoset.
I think they're actually called finger monkeys. Hold up.
huh?
No. That sounds sexual or something, dude. I don't think you should look that up.
Okay,
Sounds
the
like-
finger monkey, it is a pygmy marmoset, and
Okay.
finger monkey is just like the slang term for them.
See, there's what are those things called? I can't. You know what I want a pet of, and I fucking want one bad is a capybara.
Fuck you, dude. Those things are huge.
Well,
Weird looking
yeah,
things.
but they're awesome. They're like giant guinea pigs.
That is the biggest rodent, I'm pretty sure.
It is. I want one. I want it to live in my backyard so it can eat all the grass and I can like hang out with it and feed it vegetables.
I want a hedgehog.
Hell yeah. Or a fennec fox. Those are really rad. FENNEC fox. People get those as pets. They're like, if you look up a video, they are cute as shit. Or like a pet raccoon. I would definitely have one of those.
No, it's
Oh,
all about that finger monkey. Just get some dreadlocks and a big ass beard for it to hide in. You have the coolest pet ever.
Just pop out, dude.
It's fucking, you be hanging out, and this little monkey just peeking out your fucking beard. Come on now. Or like moving a dreadlock to the side.
Like, is your fucking hairdo alive? What the fuck? It's got eyeballs.
Don't you worry about it, Cubs.
Every once in a while, you just feed it a grape. You stick a grape in your
Or
beard
what's
for no
the-
reason.
Hell yeah.
What's
You,
the
you don't.
fucking,
You just hold a bunch of grapes.
the
out.
animal that has the huge. I think it's some kind of primate. The one with the fucking huge eyes.
Oh, I think it's called an eye.
Bush baby.
There's a thing called an eye.
Oh, yeah. I
And
kind
bush
of see
babies
what you
have
guys are
big
talking
ones.
about. Yeah, in my head.
Let me see. No, it's not the bush babies. Although those are weird. It almost looks like a lemur, or maybe it is.
Look up eye. Like I think it's literally spelled. I don't remember how it's spelled, but like type in like EYE animal, and it'll correct you.
Oh man.
Aye.
Mm-hmm. Those are awesome looking. They kind of resemble a bush baby in a way.
Aye. Like aye, Captain.
Is that how it's spelled?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those things.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of one with just weird, gigantic eyeballs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
there's
it's
a-
got the little balls on its toes.
Mm-hmm.
That thing looks like a fucking possum, dude.
Those are rad.
Yeah, but it kind of looks like like a cross between like a monkey and a possum.
You're talking about the tarsier. Hold on, let me see if I can get you a picture if I'm correct here. I believe that's what you're talking about, Deitois.
Check it
Because
out.
they people make them as pets. Oh, here's the wiki. They should have a... Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's like fucked up to keep them as pets because they have to like do like weird shit to them or something. Like remove glands or something.
Yeah, that thing's clearly from another planet. Like octopus, you know.
I think sloths
That's what
look
it-
fucking
that's one of
adorable,
the main
man.
Claim apparently is the octopuses must be from another planet.
I
They
wouldn't
are.
mind having a sloth, but I don't know if they make good pets.
I don't know.
They're
if
probably
they make
easy to
pets.
catch.
I know that
Yeah.
that octopus are like wicked smart, like approaching dolphin levels of smart.
Oh yeah, there's been cases where like aquariums had like open-topped octopus tanks, and the octopuses would like hold their fucking breath and go and like get fish out of other tanks and eat them.
Yep, and then crawl back into their fucking tanks.
Yeah,
Like what? I didn't do anything.
Like, what are you talking about? was
I
hiding.
doubt the octopus even thinks in terms of like right or wrong or like concern for getting in trouble as much as just like that's where the food is, and this is where I live. So I'm gonna go get the food.
Their problem-solving abilities are strong.
Dude, this guy has a fucking level 3 ass already.
Why?
Dude, it's not even the second fucking draft yet, and this guy, fuck this. That's so fucking dumb.
Well, I'll be right back. I gotta fucking pee.
All right. You say a level 3 ass wall?
Yasuo.
Ass.
Oh, okay.
Same difference though.
Potato, potato. What else?
I mean, let's talk about gaming in case he ever listens, and then we can like talk a little more trash.
There's no way he's listening.
No?
Is he streaming again? He's not. I don't see anything.
No, not on the weekends.
Except all those times that he does.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
It's not scheduled. but he still
I
does it a
mean-
lot.
Consistency. It's not really a thing for Mexicans. Or Mexico in general. Jesus Christ.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to see what's going on in Twitter. What do we got? What?
Figure what's trending, what's happening,
Check the tweets.
what's the topical thing happening.
Oh, apparently Ruth Bader Ginsburg died. I haven't heard anything about it.
Amazing.
Did she now? That's news to me.
Dude, somebody put together like a fucking song and like had her, image, but they like animated it. It's so fucking creepy looking, dude. Hold on, I actually posted it higher up. I'll post it again if I can find it. Oh my god. It's so fucking cringy. Where are you? Oh, I should probably look on my phone. So yeah,
Yeah. You know what's really good? Extra toasty Cheez-Its and hot and spicy Cheez-Its.
Okay.
The extra toasty ones are baked to where they're like browned. Like really super toasted. They're delicious. And the hot and spicy ones are fucking amazing.
I'll take your word for it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I haven't seen those. Check it out. The last thing I tried was that cookie butter spread from
Oh,
The
that
pre-chewed
stuff's so good.
cookies.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh god.
Well,
I gotta
yes,
post
good
this again.
shopkeep. I'll take a jar of pre-chewed cookies, please.
I can tell you're
Oh,
a man
dude,
of
the whole
taste and
time,
culture.
dude. The whole time I tried it. What is it? Biscoff, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Biscoff.
Yeah, it's actually not bad, dude. It's
Those are the
yeah,
cookies they
literally
give you
the
on
whole
the airplane.
time. When I was trying it, because Stabby said that his sister tried it and said it tasted like pre-chewed cookies.
Dude, Biscoff are delicious. That's what they give you on the airplane.
Yeah. Well, they make a spread that's made out of the cookies, like peanut butter, but it's made out of the cookies.
Really?
Yeah,
Mhm.
dude.
Oh my god.
It's actually not bad, dude. It's okay. It tastes like, well, they're similar to graham crackers, I'm guessing, because that's what it tastes like to me. The
Yeah,
spread.
the cookies themselves are like kind of a cross between like graham cracker and shortbread.
Yeah, can I
Yeah.
get 3 bows and 2 swords? Like,
Alright,
like
okay.
no other items, just that.
All right, yeah, I posted the one I was talking about. Dude, watch that and just see how fucking creepy that shit is. I don't know who fucking made this shit and thought it like did all the editing, all that shit, and decided like, yeah, this looks good. Oh, whoops. All right, Stabby, I think you'd already seen it, right?
Oh yeah, that was pretty fucking cringe.
Yeah, like it's got her bobbing her head or like bobbing her head the whole time. Oh,
And it goes on to reinforce that sort of weird myth of her last words being, "I don't want to be like replaced."
yeah, yeah. Yeah, not till a new president.
Because most people,
yeah,
when they're dying, think about things like that, not family, friends, loved ones.
If Trump gets reelected, are we supposed to leave it like just to have 8 justices for
Forever?
4.5?
I think what people want is like whoever is to leave it for whoever wins the election and then they replace it.
Which is not
Yeah.
historically how that works out most of the time. So sadly,
Yeah.
and both sides have done it. So it's just sort of like,
I think it makes perfect sense though to do.
what?
Like in general.
Nah, because you
Yeah.
can't count on the other team doing what doing the right thing like that. Like, that's just not gonna. Yeah.
'Cause
And like I
again, the
said, both
Democrats-
parties have done the same thing Trump's probably going to do, which is get another justice in before the election.
I'm super down with the fact that I want that legislation to pass that puts an 18-year term limit on all justices.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Yeah, the last
ironically, just one second, going back to the Ruth Bader Ginsburg, she actually said there's nothing in the Constitution that says the last year of a president's term in office is not real. Absolutely,
Yeah.
because it was another situation like that came up while she was one of the justices.
What do you mean not real?
Yeah,
It's not like they're not the
was-
president for the last year of their fucking term. They're still the president. It's in the Constitution.
Of course
That's
they
how
are.
it works.
They're there for 4 years.
Yeah, yeah, it was when Obama was in office, right? Somebody died like 8 or 9 months.
And it was
His
about
term.
them replacing a justice. But it would have been a
Yeah, no,
Democrat
it's-
president picking.
Yeah, it's the fucking hypocrisy of both sides,
Yeah,
when it
because Mitch
benefits
McConnell was like, nah, we should leave it for the next president. Now he's like, nah, we're going to do it now.
Yeah.
like, fuck you hypocrite.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That's
Both
that
sides
shit-
are hugely hypocritical for this shit.
one thing that they don't realize, like Mitch McConnell doing this shit, is they're just setting a new precedent and making sure that this shit happens.
No, this is not a new precedent, dude. This has happened dozens of times before.
I'm talking about to bounce back and forth of like, nah, we're not gonna do it.
Oh, I'm sure
Alright,
that
we're gonna
has
do it.
too. Everybody lies about everything in fucking Washington,
That's
man.
what I'm saying. Both sides would fucking do what benefits them, dude, no matter what.
Yeah, personally,
there's
I think there should absolutely be term limits on Supreme Court people. Like life appointments, like fuck all that.
I think that is shared by a lot of people.
I think that all federal judgeships should not be for life.
Have you ever seen those fucking collections of judges just asleep in the fucking courtroom? There's video of just the fucking Supreme Court justices and federal judges and whatever, all these people just fucking nodded off in the fucking courtroom while the middle of the proceedings. It's like, what the fuck?
It literally does not make sense to make somebody a lifelong anything.
It really goes against our founding fathers, like what they were fighting against, because that was kind of like the problem.
Well, and
that guy's king forever. So,
and part of the problem is, which, I mean, when they wrote all that stuff, there was not two like mega parties. There was like a half a dozen fucking parties that were just like parties, and like they did not fucking count on things dwindling down to two like monolithic parties the way they are now.
Yeah, two parties that really don't represent the people at all.
Good God, no.
This was not part of the plan. At all.
Yeah, honestly, they're not hugely fucking different. They're all essentially owned by the corporations and shit.
Which also was not part of the fucking plan.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, money is speech, so,
Like,
I don't know how that fucking came down, but obviously that was fucking crazy.
At the end of the day, I think it's fucking absurd that that corporations are people. I think it's absurd that we have two parties, and like basically anybody else, even if you get the minimum required amount of votes and get the right amount of money to be quote unquote official, it's fucking worthless. Like,
yeah,
I'm okay with corporations being people if it wasn't so one-sided. Like, all right, we're going to treat you as a person. Any crime committed means you can't do business for, however long the prison term would be for a person. Like, so yeah, you get to use your money to make a lot of real fucking important, like, decisions in D.C. But you also have to face the fucking penalties of a person would face for committing the crimes that your company has committed.
Yeah, or the people that were responsible for the decision.
No, just the whole corporation, because it's a fucking person.
You know what I'd also like to see? I would also like to see, like the Johnson Amendment, the Johnson Act, actually fucking enforced, so we stop having any religious fucking organization, like, politicking from the pulpit. Because one of the requirements for them to get a religious exemption from taxes is that they are not supposed to politic or use their money for politics. Mm-hmm. That's like part of the deal. It hasn't been enforced in 30 fucking years, 40 years.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, that was a big deal with the Mormon Church being behind Prop 8 in California.
Well, and the Catholic Church has done it. Like
well, the Mormon funneled all their money through the Catholics, so like that's who technically paid for it. But everybody knew that Proposition 8 eventually was like the Mormons. And then
you have the evangelicals.
Oh yeah,
those people are fucking ridiculous with how much influence they have, and that all started in 1967, 1968 when we decided. I mean, and this is not me throwing shade at a party. This is just like historical fact. When like Nixon decided we're just going to start, Nixon and the GOP started pandering openly. That was the first time that we had religious organizations being pandered to. Yeah. Which is when it's the first time abortion was ever an issue.
Yeah, if you want creepy religious-based shit, that's the Republicans in general.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah, the trick is to realize that both parties are just fucking trash. Like
they both have some serious fucking problems as far as I'm concerned.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, in my opinion, I feel like they keep us distracted with shit that they don't really care about. Because again, they're essentially beholden to their corporate bosses or whatever. So they try to make a big deal about race or fucking, homosexual shit and fucking whatever. To kind of keep us distracted from the shit they're really fucking us on.
Yeah, like fucking if they're banging little kids and.
Mm-hmm. Plus, I don't really care what anybody has to say about it. Like, Christianity in America is a fucking corporate racket.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's all it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I know people make a big deal about Scientology, but yeah, they're all pretty much like that.
But they are. Scientology is just less suave about it. weird. Any religion that's like that's not part of Christianity, like officially in the Christianized, automatically becomes like the devil.
Well, the problem is that religion in general encourages you to take morality out of your own control. It's not
Well,
your
yeah.
fault. It's the devil, or it's this or that or the other thing that's causing you to sin. And if you just talk to this guy a couple times a day, I mean, I know he's invisible and he lives in a cloud in the sky, but
Then
as long as
you're
you
all
talk
good.
to him, you're good.
Yeah, you just have to confess and say a few Hail Marys and you're fucking golden.
And let's be real honest, there is nothing in religion that has any fucking resemblance to morality. If you like the way it is fucking atrocious.
The weird thing is there are moral churches, like local churches that do just like good things, and they people treat themselves well, but in general, like, they're not really worshiping anything in the Bible. Like, they've just distorted everything from the actual religion to the point where it's actually moral. It's kind of funny if you think about it.
Evangelical.
For all of Christianity, like apparently Jesus did not want there to be churches and
Or
shit like
gay
Yeah.
people, or women having any autonomy over themselves, or
that.
Well, we all know that was
Yeah.
a mistake. Come on now.
I mean,
Come on. It
Sorry,
was the fruit of the decay of our civilization.
and then
Dude, it really is funny when you hear women like, "I didn't want the right to vote. I was totally fine with just being a housewife."
those are some real fucking twisted Stockholm syndrome shit going on there.
Well, actually, if you look at the way women were treated back then, it's not. I mean, there was some brutal shit, but like, for women who went along with the program, it was probably pretty decent.
As long as you put out and let people like just basically rule your body and your autonomy, then yeah, you were all good.
I mean, well, that's not quite as far as it went, but
About the current day shit is like, if someone chooses to be like a housewife, like, don't give them shit for just wanting to have kids and staying at home.
yeah.
No,
If that's
But-
what they want.
Most of the housewives, like way back in the day, were like half the fucking household. Like, they weren't really like slaves. It's just they ran all the fucking domestic shit. Like, they might be the ones doing the account books and paying the bills and fucking managing all that shit.
the fact that it couldn't
They
be,
were kind of at the mercy of whoever they were married to. Like, you know what I mean? If they
Absolutely.
married the wrong guy, that's gonna beat the shit out of them.
dude.
Well, I'm not saying it was 100% good. I'm just saying, like, it wasn't as ridiculous as like the movies make it look.
Well, until like I think it was either 92 or 93, maybe it was 94. If you were married to somebody, it was like there was no such thing as raping your spouse. Early 90s,
Yeah, that is pretty ridiculous. Yeah.
like
Well, I mean, you did sign a contract.
I mean, with who?
I like that it initially fucking Lyman was ready to argue that point. Like, oh,
He's like, wait. Oh, okay, you're joking. Never
I
mind.
was actually choking on the Cheez-It.
oh, okay. You're actually trying to argue against it like I meant it. I was like,
No,
damn.
God, no. No, I was like, I put like 10 Cheez-Its in my mouth because I'm a pig with these things, and I started choking. So I had to pause.
We'll have to leave it alone.
Satan's like,
Hey,
I have been
I just-
all this time, but now I'm literally on the way to find you and kill you.
I just beat the guy in first. Let's go. Dude, now all I need is to hit 8 and then put in Lee Sin. And I don't know, maybe Shen.
Yay! I want to hang out with that horse dude or that deer dude.
What you got going there?
That deer guy looks pretty fucking cool.
Ugh.
What would he be like? Technically a deer tour?
Wait. I. I hate
Oh,
you.
fuck. Dude.
I
And
fucking
horror.
hate you.
Oh, fuck.
You're a bad person and you know it.
I'm a terrible human.
Oh, fuck. Dude, what was really fucked up about the Ginsburg dying was the people that were like, not mourning her, celebrating her, but like angry that she fucking didn't hold on or didn't retire back when they wanted her to when Obama was still president. Just angry at her for dying when she
Yeah,
did.
that was a bit weird.
Yeah. Like,
Well, didn't
Jesus,
some of them
dude,
like write letters to her fucking family and shit? Like
Right.
angry
Oh,
letters?
No,
We're
like
sending
they fucking sent death threats to her family because they were mad that a family member died. Like,
That's pretty sick, dude.
let's think about that for a second.
Right?
All you had to do was hold on.
That's some fucked up shit.
Because obviously, like, even her own side wanted her to fucking step down when Obama was still president. Like, they were
Right.
kind of leaning on her to do it. So it really does seem like she held on for years just on pure spite, which is pretty impressive in a way.
I mean,
Like, it's fucked up, but Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, dude. Like, fuck you. Even my own side wanted me to quit. Fuck all of you.
I just picture you like mourning grandma and then like get a letter in the mail. I'm gonna fucking cut your head off. Like,
Family, why didn't you make her step down?
fucking cut you, bitch. I'll fucking cut you.
Poison her or something.
Wait, you went out, Lemon?
Oh yeah,
Oh, shit. All right, that sucks.
I got wrecked.
Oh, my good. That shade player hurts.
Hazing on my butthole.
Oh, it's because he has a level 3 Zed, which. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay. That.
Mhm.
Ow. Yeah, that's.
That's who murdered
That's
me.
that's a lot.
That's who touched me in the bad place.
Mm,
that was a great album, The Bad Touch.
That was a good album.
untis.
I
What?
think he's trying to communicate.
Sounds
did,
like
you,
it.
did you have a stroke?
Yeah, what the fuck are you talking about?
Apparently, I have no idea.
You just said untis.
Like it's fucking English.
Oh my god, he just I think he just like activated a Manchurian candidate or something.
Are you having a fucking stroke like Ron Paul did? Oh wait, is it Ron Paul? He's the old one? He is, right? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
His fucking podcast or whatever he was doing, and just started like babbling. Do a stroke or something. Oh yeah. Gotta post that. It was real weird, dude.
What the fuck is
Like,
your-
I feel
Do you have 2 Rage Blades? Don't he?
Yeah, I have
Did
two
we
rage
ever-
blades. 2 rage blades on my Callista.
we ever talk about the fact that if you type in cuties into the YouTube search engine, it literally gives you 0 search options or search suggestions?
Yeah, we mentioned it a bit, but that the whole cuties thing was just fucking weird. I didn't.
I'm gonna watch it.
Ooh.
And I'll tell you why. because I've talked to people who have watched it, and it's not like the whole point of it. It is cringy, but the whole point of it is to kind of like spotlight like the whole stage, like the pageant kids, the stage kids, that whole like idea of that culture. It's supposed to be fucking cringy. It's just
I'm gonna guess you make it about 20-30 minutes in before you realize that they could have done that without actually sexualizing the kids. And you're watching it and you're going, oh, this is just fucking weird, creepy fucking kiddie porn.
I understand what they're claiming it, but from what I've heard, I can't fucking watch it. But
yeah, I know what they were supposedly trying to do.
Like initially, like yeah, it's supposed to be this. They're actually saying that it's bad and that's what it's for, and then they watch it themselves and they're like, no, this is fucked up. Like this is completely fucking overkill. This is literally fucking softcore child porn.
From some of the stuff I've heard, while there's no nudity, I don't know if softcore really covers it.
How so?
You think it's pretty straight up?
Like there's scenes towards the end supposedly where they're spanking each other, rubbing their crotches, dry humping in like skimpy outfits all over each other and shit.
That's weird.
And I find the fact that there was over 700 auditions like taped a little suspicious as well. Like it literally does like they just wanted, it was literally fucking pedophiles that wanted shit to spank it to.
I mean,
I just I mean, if it's there, if you're gonna watch it, watch it. I have a feeling you're gonna regret that decision.
I mean, I might regret it, but it's like I don't know.
You almost have to. But
Is it
just to fucking see exactly?
I mean, okay, let's remove how old we are out of this. Is it as bad as like what Kids was back in the day? That movie Kids.
Pretty fucking close. That's not a bad reference. I watched the first 20-30 minutes of it and I was like, I'm feeling a little sick. I'm gonna have to be done now. Because I heard all the people talking shit and I'm like, oh, this sounds like the typical moralized, fucking over the top bullshit. And nope. I don't think they were over the top.
No.
Nope. I think Cutie should be removed from Netflix. I genuinely think they should be investigating a few people. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, that's too. Like, if it's as bad as what it's been described, again, by people that were initially, not necessarily supporting it, but were like pointing out, like, hey, they're claiming this, that they're trying to show how bad it is, and then they actually watch it and they're like, no, this is fucked up, and was completely unnecessary to show that much, that fucking.
I'll have to
graphically.
For no apparent reason, there's a scene where the main character goes into a laundry room and sees like a 10-year-old Latina girl just twerking it up, like in just incredibly sexually suggestive dancing. And it doesn't really seem to serve much of a purpose in the film, from what I could tell.
Yeah, again. It's like, okay, if you're gonna, if you want to show how bad a fucking, molestation or sexual fucking, rape of a dad raping her daughter, do you really need to see the dad raping the daughter? I know that's a little extreme, but
there was a movie a ways back. It was probably late 90s, early 2000s, called Irreversible. And it has, by far and away, the most graphic rape scene that I've ever seen in a film.
Is that the one with Jeff Goldblum in it?
I don't remember it that well. I only watched it once.
It's also a French film.
Yes, it is. Like there's a scene where
of course it is.
I forget what her name is. If I said her name, you would know exactly who it is.
Oh, Gaspar Noé is extremely well known as like a pervert, like a fucking pedophile pervert guy.
But there's a scene where this woman is walking through like a subway, like it's kind of like a crosswalk type of thing, but it goes under the street instead of over the street. and it's like a full rape scene. The full rape scene. It's
Film critic David Edelstein argues that Irreversible might be the most homophobic movie ever made.
What? I don't remember it that well.
No, I'm just reading the controversy off of Wikipedia, so I have no fucking idea how accurate this is.
I don't.
Let's see. Noah's depiction of gay criminal Latanya inexplicably raping the female lead, Alex, remains the film's most controversial image.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
In his defense, Noah stated, "I'm not homophobic," further stating that I also appear in Irreversible masturbating at the gay club as a means of showing that I didn't feel superior to gays.
Fucking what?
Yeah, as I read that
I'm
sentence,
having a hard
my
time
brain went,
understanding those words.
Noah has stated, "I'm not homophobic," further stating that I also appeared in Irreversible masturbating at the gay club as a means of showing that I didn't feel superior to gays.
So this guy makes a movie and puts himself in it jerking off.
It's like Brown Bunny, where that guy made a movie just so that fucking dumb chick would blow him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what that movie is.
What's her name? Chloe something?
Yeah, whatever. But like, if she was an up and coming starlet or whatever, then made that movie, and now nobody will fucking touch her because she blew a guy on screen.
It was essentially a porn. Like, it literally, like, I think she swallowed on fucking screen, dude.
Is it a movie or is it?
It's like, a movie, yeah.
It's a movie.
It's a real movie.
It's a movie with hardcore
yeah,
sex.
Chloe Sevigny, yeah.
Also French or?
Vincent Gallo is the director, like the writer, director, producer, photographer.
Oh, the
and
guy
editor.
that did Buffalo with fucking a very young-looking Christina Ricci.
Yeah,
that guy's fucking creepy, dude.
Yeah, well, this one had Chloe Sevigny, and she was the one who was like the up and comer until she fucking swallowed his cum on camera.
Wasn't she in
Kid.
God, no, but there was a daytime TV show or nighttime TV show that had
so it was a TV show.
Oh my God, no, hold on a second. It was like during the time of like Family Matters and all that shit. Step by Step.
No, I don't.
Pretty sure.
Was that her?
Let's see. She was in Kids. She played Jenny.
Yeah, it's her first role, I believe.
Yeah.
Maybe in the movie, but let me look.
She got AIDS, even though she only fucked Kelly. She got AIDS
was
from
in
Kelly
American
and Cat.
Psycho. It looks like she's worked pretty steadily her whole fucking career. But
Kids are her first movie, or am I wrong about that?
yeah, it's her first appearance in anything. Yeah, I said that when you said that the first time.
I might be misremembering.
What if I asked you a question?
No, I'm saying I told you that like the first time you said it. I was like, yeah, that was her first film.
I am incorrect. I misremembered somebody else's face.
Yeah, she's been in a lot of TV shows, but I don't see anything that would be like a kids show.
No, this was like,
a
it was like family.
show, or?
It was like wholesome.
She was in
like,
Will and Grace.
30 in the afternoon stuff.
She was in
shit,
Will and
she
Grace.
was in Will and Grace.
Played Monet, whoever that is. I don't really know. Law and Order Special Victims Unit.
All right.
I do remember.
Who wasn't an SVU?
Yeah, good point.
Like at this point, it's been on for 170 something fucking seasons, dude. Like,
Oh, and
Why
she's
have
also
I
been in a
not
bunch of
done
music
Law and
videos.
Order? Why can't I be like the homeless guy mumbling, shaking a can of rocks or something on the side of the road?
Well, they want actors. They don't want to just hire the homeless guy shaking rocks in the corner now.
The flaw in your logic is
that hit me in the core.
oh, that made me cough with cigarette smoke in my lungs. That hurt.
Oh, man. The funniest fucking thing around here is all the fucking people who want to beg for money with like brand new shoes and real nice clothes.
Wait,
I'm homeless and I need money. Look at me fucking wearing like a brand new pair of fucking like Skechers or some shit. Or some Doc Martens fresh off the fucking shelf.
Yeah, people literally are just fucking. I think it started in like the '90s, where yeah, people were literally just like dressing like shabbily, and then pretending they were homeless.
Yeah, there's been
Make
I
it-
saw one of those dudes getting into a fucking Mercedes Benz.
honestly.
Oh, yeah, no. There was this
Seriously, dude.
dude that used to panhandle right outside the office that I worked at, and that dude ended up fucking getting like a spot, like some journalist interviewed him, whatever, and like they did a full fucking story on this dude. That dude makes 150 fucking grand a year panhandling.
Yeah,
Fuck that dude.
yeah, you could make
Yeah.
a lot of money doing that shit.
And see, like,
I've
like,
even seen it in my town, dude. Because like I know, there was a guy that when I worked for Verizon, like him and his fucking or whatever, had phone lines with this, like with fucking. Well, this was way back when texting first came out, but they had like $20 text packages on their phones, like a $150 phone bill, and the dude was literally just panhandling for change, dude.
see, like, if it's a rare chance where I have like, a buck or two or something, or change, and I see somebody like standing on the side of the road, like, I'll just fucking give it to them. They may be full of shit, I don't know, but at least like, I'm erring on the side that they actually might fucking.
If they ask me for money for beer, I'm more likely to be like, I'll give you a 5 for beer, whatever.
Yeah,
No,
well, that's
like, honestly, like, if I saw a homeless guy sitting on on the side of the road and he just said need money for beer, I would literally pull over and go buy this motherfucker a beer and sit and have a beer with this dude.
I've had a few people ask us, I need some beer money, man.
What
I'm
I
like,
used
all
to
right.
do every like holiday in between like Thanksgiving and Christmas, because I can't do it all year long, obviously, because shit's expensive. Like me and a couple friends used to pool together, like about $300, and then we would, we get money from friends and stuff like that, and take as much as we could. And then we go to like McDonald's or a few McDonald's and get like all the fucking dollar cheeseburgers we could get, and then we'd roll down in downtown Phoenix, down in like where a lot of the homeless folks were, or down on Mill Avenue when there were a lot of homeless kids in Tempe, and just hand out fucking food, just like no cash, no nothing, because
Oh, I've bought people food before. I'm okay with getting people food. I just don't hand out money most of the time because the vast majority of those people are just getting like drugs or whatever. And if you ain't gonna be
like,
up front and tell me what you actually want, then fuck off. Like.
and it's a catch-22, because like most people, like if I was homeless and I was just like, yeah, I need money for drugs, like I have a drug habit, like nobody's gonna give me anything, and they're gonna call the cops.
Well, don't say drugs, just say beer.
But,
Everybody's.
But I mean, like,
fine.
whatever it is, like there are people also, like there was one time that long time ago when I saw a guy, and he was pretty fucking destitute, and I was going into the gas station, and I went to, and just for kicks, like I bought him some food, and I bought him like, I think it was like a 6-pack of like Pabst Blue Ribbon or something, just something cheap before it was super trendy and went up in price. And I tried to give it to him, and he's like, no, I don't drink, thank you. And just like, that was it. And like, I just err on the side, if I have it and it's not going to hurt me, like I'll give it. If they're full of shit, that's like on them, because like I try to approach it from the standpoint that I don't want to be, if I can help people, I don't want to not help people because I'm jaded because of a few assholes. It's like, it makes
But the
me
problem
feel
is,
better.
it's the majority are assholes, like the vast majority.
I think
many
it all
people-
depends on where you are.
True,
Like,
I'm
you
sure
can-
there are neighborhoods where if you go through like certain neighborhoods, like they're pretty fucking sincere.
If you see them
But
hanging out in a
most
sleeping
of those
bag
people-
in a ditch or something on the side of the road, and like in a bush with a little like camp.
No,
set
I'm
up,
talking about the ones that come up asking you, not the ones that are just hanging out.
like the ones.
The
with
ones that like
signs.
come up panhandling you out in front of the grocery store, that kind of shit. Those people are almost all fucking liars.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
But the people that really need help rarely ask for it.
yeah. I'm talking about the people. Like I see occasionally, people that have like their knapsack and maybe a shopping cart with some shit in it, and like they're just like chilling, and they have a sign.
Yeah, that's not who I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just talking about like random people I come across, like the people like outside the stores. I'm not too worried about them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the majority of people that most people give money to are liars. Now,
Very
if
well
you're
coached.
actually going out into the community and like helping actual homeless people, that's a good thing.
That's like that's what I try to do.
Maybe donate your
A what?
kitchen or something, or a homeless shelter.
Yeah, food,
Like, donate your
fucking,
money to, like, a soup
like
kitchen
homeless
or-
kitchens and like
Bank.
food banks and stuff can absolutely use money. Like that's the one thing they can do the most with.
They
Like,
always
yeah,
need
much
money.
more likely to be doing, good as opposed to.
Yeah,
You
well, I
know.
mean, everybody donates that shit around like Thanksgiving. They're like, oh, here's some gravy and a fucking can of weird turkey or something. But
they
like,
need
no,
to
if
be
you give your
correct the
food bank
fucking year.
money, that's what they really need because they can. Their buying
Donate your
power
ham-
is so high.
Donate your hamburger in a can to them.
Yeah.
Everything every year I give a bunch of food, as much food as I can based on how much money I have, to the food banks. If I'm able to, I would donate my time in the kitchen or like packing food, like packing the meals to go type of thing. And then I used to make runs like just to areas where I knew a lot of homeless folks were. I'm dying.
You got the vid. Fucking quarantine yourself.
Don't you worry.
My God, you better be wearing a mask right now.
I'm in my house by myself.
No, you got to put on a mask right now. You'll get us all sick.
All right, sweet. Computer virus.
The COVID has gotten into the computers. It's officially.
I got the black lung, paw.
I love the people that wear the masks, but they're cut in the center so they can like still eat and stuff without having to take it off. Like it's just a big fucking slit right down the middle of the thing.
Yeah,
Like, why are you doing? Like, why even bother putting it on?
Do any of you guys know who H.A. Goodman is?
nope.
Nah.
Oh. He's the one, dude. He's got this. He's had this theory that Hillary Clinton's going to end up being a nominee somehow. Still, he still won't let it go. He's been claiming it for a year, and he's still reporting it like it's going to happen, dude.
He
It's
understands.
fucking great.
He understands. Like that's not how any of this fucking works, right?
Dude, it's fucking hilarious, though, dude.
In a year, he's still gonna be fucking saying, "No, she's gonna be the fucking." They're gonna go back in time, like Bill and Ted style, and they're gonna make her the fucking candidate again.
Like before the Trump election, he was one of the few that was predicting that Trump was going to win. So I think he feels like he has to make some outlandish prediction that might possibly come true. Although, again, at this point, obviously not. But he's done it for
Well, I
so
know the
long that he
fucking
can't.
Clintons might eliminate Biden and fucking she might run again. You never know. It is possible.
I
However,
want to guarantee
unlikely.
Biden if he becomes elected. Make Hillary the fucking vice president.
But yeah, it'll be the vice president. There you go. Yeah, it could be Kamala Harris as president and her as vice president.
I don't know if Harris has that much of a death wish, dude.
It'd be like the ebony and ivory of like the worst possible fucking candidates the left could put forward. Oh, there's a great parody song for fuking Biden and Harris right there.
It's Harris.
Can we get them to
Biden.
sing it unironically?
The fact that they both slipped up and said Harris Biden, dude, that was pretty fucking funny.
Oh man.
Like within a day of each other, dude, they both slipped up and said Harris Biden instead of Biden Harris.
Did they
Oh, and
really?
they've mentioned like a Harris fucking.
Honestly,
Nobody thinks Biden's gonna make it through his first term, dude. Apparently, Project Veritas exposed massive voter fraud. Why did these come out?
Oh, there's
right
been
before I
all
go
sorts
on?
of voter fraud already. Yeah, they found ballots in fucking dumpsters all over the place.
Yeah, apparently somebody had literally like a carload full of fucking ballots.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Don't be
York
surprised if this
Times-
election is one of the first that legitimately gets challenged in the Supreme Court.
The thing is, though, usually I believe most of it comes out of Project Veritas. This one
I have a hard
seems a
time.
little bit forced.
the timing is suspect as fuck.
Well, no, not the timing, because like they always do it like right before whatever. Like even if it comes out like it was made fucking weeks ago or whatever, or fucking months ago. It's not the timing. It's just it seems a bit. I don't know. It just seems off.
I need to see.
There's something off about it.
I need to see the proof. Words aren't good enough.
For sure.
Well, is
New York
Project
Times?
Veritas the only one, or is it a?
Yeah, no one else has reported anything.
Well, I mean, none of the
I'll say,
mainstream, of
like
course.
reliably. I'm not talking about like Bob's Patriot napkin holder.com that like.
Well, CNN is just as unreliable, though. That's the problem.
Well, I mean, they're not gonna. Nobody has reported anything right now that.
Yeah, I just want to see if there's multiple sources, or if it's just Project Veritas.
So
Dude,
far,
did you see the clip on like CNN was I think in front of the Capitol or something, whatever, maybe the Senate building or whatever the fuck it is. But there was like a crowd behind them just fucking screaming out, "CNN is fake news!" Like it was so loud they had to literally cut away from the fucking reporter.
It's starting to go like towards
did I
the
steal your
fucking
thing?
France.
no, sir. I got what I needed.
Also, apparently, the New York Times got a hold of Trump's tax returns.
They got a hold of multiple decades of his business tax returns.
Trust me, I don't understand why they think that matters, but
it's worth reading.
You know, you don't understand, dude. You're talking about Teflon Don. Inexplicably, for whatever fucking reason, it's not going to stick.
It really does not matter.
I swear to God, he could go out and fucking kill a child, and people would just be like, "Nah, it's cool."
Well, yeah, his base,
It's
literally
insane.
You could rape and eat children live on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand why they think it matters that they got a hold of his tax records. He could like it's just not going to fucking matter.
It may
Yeah,
some people that are just anti-democrat, but not necessarily in love with Donald Trump. It may sway some of them in their opinions.
Oh, I think right now the riots are swaying people so far that nothing else is really going to matter. When people are afraid that people are going to come to their house and fucking burn their house down, like that's going to be the ultimate fucking driving point of the election. I think people underestimate how fucking serious that is when it comes to swaying voters.
Which honestly, it has nothing to do with the election stuff.
Well, I mean, Trump or Biden, it's those specific governors and mayors of those fucking like states and cities, and they're doing it for political purposes, and I think they think it's helping them, and they're absolutely wrong. It's absolutely going to sway people so much more than I think anybody realizes. Especially when it's gone into the suburbs and they've tried to prosecute people for like defending their houses and shit.
Yeah. Oh. Dude, you see that one where like they were outside fucking doing like strobe lights and shit at them and fucking playing loud music and shit or talking over the speakers or whatever. Like all he did was just show them that he had a gun, and the cops ended up showing up and fucking arresting him. And he was in his house, like just looking out the window and like kind of showing.
Where was it?
Pointing it at him. But yeah, he was in his window, like at front window or whatever.
I mean, he obviously didn't violate any law, but where was it?
I think that was part of the Kenosha thing, but maybe not.
Because it depends. It depends on the state and whether or not there's a castle doctrine there.
Yeah, and I think that was because Wisconsin.
Yeah, because if it's a castle doctrine state, he's definitely in the clear. In most states, he's in the clear.
But it was just, pretty fucked up, man, because now he's in jail and it's not like they moved on.
Yeah, and it's not like his life isn't going to get fucked up even if he doesn't go to jail. Like, they're going to bleed him dry of everything.
Yeah. Well, it's just like that couple in St. Louis, dude. They got pretty railroaded badly.
Or that guy who ended up killing himself in the fucking, who owned the bar.
Oh yeah, the one that got.
And his was like legitimately self-defense. There's absolutely nothing. There's no way you could argue any other way.
Yeah, the fucking dude literally didn't the dude have a gun, or he had some kind of weapon, right?
He was in the process of being beaten to death.
Right, okay.
And then he gave a warning shot, and those guys left. So he started to get up, and then some guy came up and started kicking him in the back of the fucking head again. And then he shot that guy. Rightfully fucking so.
Like, any new news on the Kyle Rittenhouse one?
Kyle Rittenhouse.
No, nothing's going on with that because he hasn't had a court date.
shot the third one in the fourth.
Well, is it his one where the governor was like, "I'm just going to pardon him"? Like, why are you doing this?
Did the governor say that?
Or was that a different case, though? I know there was one case where the governor was like, "I'm going to pardon them. I don't know why you're charging them. It's not legal."
Yeah, because what I saw the Rittenhouse one, it was like, dude, he was trying to get away, and you fucking were literally, he falls down, and you're still coming to attack him.
He only shot at people that were trying to kill him, and then as soon as he got clear and to a point where he was actually safe, he called the police.
Pretty good trigger discipline to not hit any fucking bystanders or fucking that kind of shit.
The dude that was trying to shoot him getting shot in the bicep that's a fucking astonishing shot. He got real fucking lucky with that one.
Yeah.
But what is the other one that just got real big was that turned out to be absolutely not police violence. Confirmed by like outside witnesses. Was it like the chick in their house with her boyfriend or whatever? Like they now have independent confirmation from witnesses that they did knock, they did announce they were police.
I think it wasn't even expired, right? I believe it was a no-knock warrant, but they still didn't do a no-knock.
No, it was not a no-knock warrant in the first place. They were advised to knock from the beginning, and they did knock. Like they have witnesses that they did, in fact, knock, and there was not a no-knock warrant. Yeah, because no-knock warrants are fucking... That's just
shooting
dumb.
out the door, and then apparently got behind...
Yeah, you shouldn't get to bitch if you get shot on a no-knock warrant. Like, I'm sorry, you shouldn't be just going through the door.
Like, let's say it was the ex-boyfriend. Is your fucking solution is still to just shoot blindly out the fucking door? Yeah, that was a really fucking weird one, dude.
Yeah, and then the thing that gets weird on that one is there was one cop who did like who was fucking an idiot, who apparently just shot through like a window into like another fucking apartment.
Yeah, he got charged with some kind of reckless endangerment.
Yeah, because he's fucking insane.
Yeah.
He wasn't getting shot at.
Definitely.
He didn't know where the fuck the bullets were coming from, even if he was.
Yeah, he essentially just panicked.
Blind fired and panicked, which is clearly you don't want people doing.
Yeah, how the fuck do you do that as a cop, dude? That's pretty fucking... Yeah, luckily nobody else got hurt.
Well, most cops never get involved in any kind of gunfire.
Yeah, but
I'm
most
pretty
cops
sure
are fucking beat cops. Like 80% of them are beat cops. I mean, unless you're talking about like administration calling them cops too, in which case, like fucking.
Well, I'm just saying, like the vast majority of police never get involved in anything to do with firing guns at all. Like they never even have to pull their gun. So I can understand. I'm not condoning it, but I can understand it. You know what I mean? Like I get it. Yeah, he panicked because he's a human being, and until you actually get shot at him, it's kind of hard to know how you'll react.
Video game. Like press the pause button and think about what you're about to do. You know what I mean?
But he still he clearly went way.
Yeah, it's a tough situation.
No, there's no excuse to fire if you have no idea where you're being fired, where the other bullets are coming from.
Yeah, like I got to do something.
That'd be like driving down the street and you hear a drive-by on the next block, so you just start shooting out the window. I mean, there's no fucking way that's okay.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. Did you guys see the dude in, it was actually here in Phoenix, in Ahwatukee? That fucking, police showed up. It was essentially a noise complaint. Although basically, like, the dispatch guy at one point says something like, is there any kind of domestic violence or anything like that going on, do you think? He's like, well, if it'll get you faster here, sure. So obviously no, right? And then they end up showing up, guns drawn, and the dude comes out, and they're both, again, off to the side, so he can't see, looking out the peephole. And then he comes out, and he has a gun in his, like, he's kind of sideways, and he's got the gun in his back hand.
Oh, yeah, where he's clearly putting the gun down.
Yeah, he literally puts his other hand out, his front hand out, and he's, like, crouching down to put the gun down. And he ended up getting shot and killed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And because he was white, you didn't really hear much about it.
Well, the problem is there's so many cases where the police didn't do anything wrong, that nobody can really keep track of, like, the legitimate cases anymore because there's just this flood of bullshit.
What I found crazy about that one is that actually happened 3 days before the George Floyd incident.
Yep.
Yeah. Never heard anything about it. Or obviously, like here, there's obviously the local news that covered it, but I don't think there's anything mentioned about it nationally.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what I'm talking. Yeah, it's at the apartment complex, and that's the thing is that shit happens apparently where the people will knock and say they're the police and fucking rob you when you open your door.
Mm-hmm.
Although Awatuki, man, that's like the fucking up. You know what I mean? That's like the upscale neighborhood.
That's like the wannabe Scottsdale.
Yeah, it really is. The Awatuki foothill.
Yep.
And then again,
Yeah, I
the
used to
pimp
work
and
right. I used to work right there. Fucking, there's like I-10 and fucking between Ray and Chandler Boulevard.
Yep.
I still can't see how that pimp
down
comes
on
out.
Ray and the 101.
Oh, nice.
The pimp they're paying $150K in like Portland to like think of alternatives to police.
Yeah.
I cannot fucking wait to see how that plays out.
Portland or Seattle? I thought that was Seattle.
Oh, maybe it was Seattle. I don't fucking know. One of those retarded cities.
Yeah, either way, potato, really.
Yeah, potato is right.
Haters.
No, because the reason I kind of knew about it is, I'm thinking that is because apparently they're trying to reclaim the Chaz Chop Zone, the fucking leftists or whatever. So they're kind of adding like, oh, and you guys are paying this guy $150K a year to de-escalate this kind of thing. Where the fuck is he? So yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Seattle. Again, not that it really makes a difference.
For sure.
That's happening.
Yeah, that's gonna be beautiful.
It is fucking madness these days, dude. It's fucking creepy. Not creepy, but fucking unnerving.
Yeah, it's all that bulk. It's balkanization. It's so many people unwilling to accept that one side or the other side might not always be right.
Yeah.
And then the other side is not always wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
That's the thing is, and then that's also the dehumanizing of the whole thing. Like
the fucking with language, the dehumanization.
Not even someone I disagree with. That's something I disagree with. They're not even human.
Trying to change the definitions of basic words like racism. Racism is only if you have power. No, it has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
It's worse if you have a lot of power. Yeah. But like fucking.
God damn it, I gotta take a piss, man. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Where are you gonna take it to?
Disneyland, yo.
Usually I just leave them in the toilet, but I mean apparently he's taken one.
I hate you.
Kisses.
Oh man. So you win in your fucking what do you call it?
I'm doing pretty well.
Teamfight Tactics.
Oh, you're playing like the gayer version of League of Legends.
Oh, I say I'm doing pretty well. I just got my fucking shit kicked in that round. That hurted.
You died, boo. You died, fool. Oh man, yeah. I wish we could get some fucking compromise in politics from people, just like everyday people, because most people just want to fucking, work their fucking 9 to 5, have their fucking barbecues on the weekend, and just fucking hope their kids get a decent life slightly better than theirs. You know, and the majority of politics is just the difference in opinion of what would work best as a country to fucking make that work. But instead, everybody just want to fucking fight about every goddamn thing.
I was watching the Sticks video last night, and apparently the approval rating of BLM is down to like 39%.
I'm not surprised. You fucking run a terrorist group, eventually people are going to be like, you should stop blowing shit up.
Yeah, like I
Of course,
said,
they
I'm
would
glad
blow
it's-
shit up, but that'd be cultural appropriation, and they ain't Arabic.
Fuck.
fuck. Well, honestly, I don't think it's that
Christ.
fucking high, considering. Yeah. Like I said, straight black males are really far down on the list of people that BLM gives a fuck about,
Man.
other than being able to cash in on it.
You know what makes that joke funny? You know that conversation happened at some point. Where they were like, "Could we do suicide bombers?" Nah, we ain't Arabic.
Plus, nobody in this country is doing that kind of shit. They don't have the 72 virgins to look forward to.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of people that are really easily fucking manipulated in the Arabic countries. There's a lot of people who live like it's the fucking Middle Ages, so...
Yeah, so yeah, getting killed and being able to go to the paradise with the...
Yeah, they probably genuinely think they're going to a paradise, yeah.
Yeah, it's really the only way you can get that many people to do that kind of shit, man.
Yeah, it's really
Thinking
sad, because not only is, like, the all the victims that die, but, like, that one person just, like... You know, a little education would have gone a long way to making it so that one person didn't even consider it in the first place.
Right. But yeah, like I said, the fact that the chick in charge of their fundraising arm is a chick that was basically busted for domestic terrorism. They got busted unloading like 700 pounds of fucking dynamite and explosives. The one that Clinton pardoned on his last day in office, Susan Rosenberg.
Damn.
She's in charge of the fundraising arm of BLM.
That was a weird fucking part in the Enola Holmes movie. Like, for some reason, the whole thing surrounded, like, the vote for women to get the vote, I think it is. And her mom, like, fucking Mrs. Holmes, was going to blow up Parliament. Like, and they never addressed this part of the movie. Or even, like, clarified it.
Yeah.
It's
You're
just
talking about
like,
here? Oh, that would be in England, right?
No,
Oh,
Enola Holmes is like during the Holmes like time period. It was actually like during the fucking what is it, like 1600s or something? I don't remember, like Victorian England. I think it is, or it's just when cars are starting, so it'd be like the early 1900s then, actually.
Right.
But yeah, like basically the whole thing is her saving this guy who's gonna be the last deciding vote in the House of Lords on whether or not women should get the vote. So women's suffrage.
Mm-hmm.
And her fucking mom disappears for some reason. She doesn't know why, and she goes to go find her. That's how she runs into the guy that she saves, who makes it so women can vote. But like they never explain like why her mom had this whole warehouse full of fucking explosives that she finds while she's looking for her mom. And it looks like she was planning on just blowing up the fucking House of Lords. And it's just like, well, that wouldn't fucking help your case. Like,
Right.
yeah, we run and see if women can vote. Well, they blew up Parliament, but they blew up the House of Lords because they didn't get their way. Well, that's definitely going to fucking make a lot of people more sympathetic. Like,
They have Guy Fawkes masks back then.
yeah, really. Well, the thing that gets me is like, her mom is supposed to be like this genius, like this extremely well-educated genius. And, like, you would think somebody who's well-educated would realize, like, that's just not going to help your fucking cause.
Right. Let's just kill everybody in Parliament. People will surely be on our side.
Yeah. That'll convince them that we're rational. So did Ron Paul legit have a stroke? Has that been announced, or?
I haven't seen the follow up, man, but there definitely something went on there, man. Did you see the video?
Oh yeah, no. You look at his face, like the one side just starts drooping.
Like he's just talking gibberish, dude, out of like in the middle of a sentence. So yeah, it was something that was at least stroke-like.
That looks like a stroke. Either a stroke or
There was some other one,
some
that
sort of
was, like,
seizure,
minor.
maybe, but mostly just a stroke.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Nobody should fucking. That's one of those really fucked up ones.
Strokes
Yeah.
are not funny for any reason.
Yeah.
I mean, they can be.
I mean, okay.
You can make a joke out of anything. Come on now. There'd be a fucked up joke.
Right. It might be in very poor taste, but technically you can joke about it.
Your friends might look at you and think, man, you kind of fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's start writing. Let's see how many people start writing like death threat letters to his house. You fucking, he had a stroke. We're gonna kill you. Jesus, that still blows my fucking mind. I feel really bad for Ginsburg's family. Fucking.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Fuck you
dude.
for dying.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Well, that one
damn.
girl was freaking out, like she was in her car, just freaking out. All you had to do was hang out. Till 20
Well, no,
minutes,
that stuff doesn't bother me as much as like somebody took the time out of their day to find her family's address
Yeah.
and
Send
fucking
it
write a
through.
nasty letter threatening their lives because
That's-
their
yeah,
fucking
like,
family
like,
member
listen,
died.
And
I'm-
what did
I'm
that
not-
accomplish, man?
And like,
Fucking crazy.
I'm not thrilled with the timing of her death.
With every death.
No, I'm not. I don't have a problem
Like-
with people being upset about that. I absolutely get that.
but-
I just.
But I don't
God damn.
understand like what the fuck goes on in your head to start harassing the family of this poor family who just lost their fucking loved one.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking sick, dude.
That's fucking dark. And I tolerate some pretty fucking dark things, and even that crosses the line.
Yeah, he's friends with me. I'm pretty dark.
Actually, I've seen you. You
Fuck,
kind of a
you're
little
more
light
like a
skinned
high-
there, homie.
Shh.
Double kill. Triple
Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Quadruple kill. Quintuple kill. Sextuple kill.
Don't let it. No. Shh.
Double kill.
優が我が敵を食らう The dragon
Yeah.
Yay.
What else?
Double kill.
I don't know if there's much else going on
You
right now.
dirty bastard.
Double kill.
So apparently Ilhan Omar is supposed to be involved with the ballot thing.
Yeah.
Oh well, I mean that's not a surprise.
Yeah.
Isn't she kind of like losing a lot of popularity even in her own party at this point though?
Maybe, but I assume the district she's in is Somali heavy, so like she's gonna continue to get voted in.
My arrow finds its mark.
Oh, it doesn't matter if she's like doing a good job or not. They're just gonna vote her in because of fucking.
Yeah, it's like
That's they're our team. You're our team.
Double kill.
Yeah. Because again, it's like she's not in the Senate. She's not a senator.
Yeah.
You know, she's a House representative from some neighborhood in Minneapolis. Is it Minneapolis? I know it's Minnesota. I'm pretty sure it's Minnesota.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's somewhere where a lot of Somali immigrants are at.
Double kill.
Although I wonder if she actually did marry her brother to get him citizenship.
Yeah, that is an interesting story. Like, it'd be interesting to find out. Like, did that really happen exactly the way it's reported, or
Double kill.
it's probably one of those things like nobody will ever know for sure.
Right.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's a crime if she did. So it's one of those like.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she's
Double kill.
somewhere where she's never gonna get genuinely investigated for it.
Yeah. Well, isn't it like kind of impossible? Like you can't guarantee the accuracy of any records they would get, so it's like.
Yeah, yeah. They have to prove it was her brother, all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then apparently she left her husband for not her brother. I think they divorced after he got citizenship, if that's in fact what happened. But I think she apparently left her ex-husband for somebody that worked on her campaign.
Oh yeah. Like that guy she divorced, and then yeah, she married somebody else from her campaign. Her campaign manager, I thought, right?
Triple kill.
An inspired.
Not probably. Yeah, it would have been somebody that was around her a lot, I would imagine.
Is that the best you can do?
Double
Oh, The Rock is endorsing Biden and Harris. All right. Well, that's gonna be fucking lock.
double
Didn't they have like? Didn't he and oh no, it's Vin Diesel. Never mind. There was a movie coming out with Vin Diesel where he has hair.
It's so fucking weird.
It's really he looks like a really old middle-aged guy. You're like, oh yeah, he is an old middle-aged guy. Just he's a fucking bald man. You did not realize it.
It's so weird, dude.
Riddick,
I
man.
don't like it.
Fucking Riddick.
I don't like him with hair, man.
It does look wrong. It does look really fucking wrong.
double
I wonder what The Rock would look like with hair.
They fold me
quadruple kill.
one after another.
The thing is that we've actually The Rock used to have hair. Vin Diesel's always been bald.
Yeah, oh, fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I know The Rock has had hair before. I just kind of wonder if like he's super balding now, like if his hairline is no longer as steady as a rock. Oh, shh.
Get out. I hate you so
You pretended it
goddamn
didn't bother
much.
you. You know, stop, right? Well, maybe not, actually.
No, I just
I
part of my
know
fucking
for
family.
a fact it wouldn't.
My family always does that shit. You ought to fucking. When my mom's side of the family gets together, it's nothing but bad puns. It's just like literally the whole fucking time. You think I'm bad?
You are.
My family is nothing but sarcasm.
Oh, see, there you go.
What sarcasm?
My aim is true.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Oh man.
Well, actually, it's when somebody.
Yeah, that's my bit, dude. Over-explaining a joke. That's my fucking bit, dude.
All right, sorry. Sorry. I didn't speak to the pedantic police first.
Yeah, no one ever thought to do that. I'm the first one in history.
It's true. It's true. I read it in a scientific journal.
Oh, there go the sirens. Somebody in trouble.
Satan's ride is here.
I'll send you my consultation fee.
Yeah. Dude, there was some comedian, Mark Maron was talking about, like, I forget who the comedian was, but, like, apparently he was really pissed and upset that people use that bit because he claimed he came up with it.
Well,
You know, if you hear Turner and you go, oh, my ride's here.
How did I go from first place to sixth place? How the fuck did that work?
Talent.
Oh.
I had a really good build too. Emperor, 3 Hunter, 3 Cultist, 2 Divine, 2 Vanguard, 2 Keeper.
Now entering.
But yeah, we were talking about the bowling earlier. Fucking Mark Rober. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but
No.
Sounds
Um,
familiar, but I have no idea like why.
he does a lot of like scientific shit. Like for some reason he's really obsessed with the whole elephant toothpaste thing. But it does a lot of scientific shit.
What the fuck is elephant toothpaste?
I'm not saying it. Look it up. I'll post a video, dude. But it's like that thing where you fucking put in certain ingredients that cause a huge amount of foam, and they'll do it in like red, white, and colors.
Where it like mixes a little bit of stuff together, and all of a sudden it just like blows up into giant foam.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it's pretty cool. But he goes to that well a lot. One cool thing he did was he basically hooked up like because a bunch of people would steal packages from Amazon deliveries and shit that just got left on.
Oh, that fucking guy! I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, the one that rigged it to where it fucking it's got cameras everywhere inside of it, and it fucking basically once they take it into their house or whatever, like it fucking shoots out a bunch of glitter and shit everywhere, and then it has like a little fart spray can in there that puts that little fucking fart smell.
With every death.
Oh, I love that.
But anyway, he did a bowling thing where he essentially, bored out a fucking bowling ball and made it to where you can just fucking like lean back and forth to make it, move left or right as it's going down the lane. Which is pretty cool.
Fun fact: I know a person that worked with him because he used to be.
Is that right? I don't know if you're aware of this, but you're cutting out.
Oh, who's cutting out?
Seriously,
wait. Does that dude have cultist abuser?
Defend objective A.
By the dragon.
My internet got all weird for a second. I know a guy that used to work with him as engineers at this company that was contracted by NASA to do a bunch of work on some of the. I can't remember if it was one of the rover things that they did, or the space, or part of the space station stuff. But yeah, that guy's. I've heard that guy is a pretty decent fella in person. He also built. Look up that dude, but look at the squirrel he built. The squirrel obstacle course in the backyard that he built.
Is that the smarter everyday guy? The one that also did like they were shooting a baseball at like supersonic speed.
That's a different dude. This guy, the same guy that did the Amazon package thing. He had like squirrels that visited in his backyard, so he started building this obstacle course with a bunch of nuts at the end. That if they went through the whole course and they stood on this platform, it would just dump a bunch of fucking like nuts that they could have. And he videotaped all of it. It's a fantastic video. It's awesome. And he kept upping the ante. Making it more difficult and more challenging. And these squirrels are goddamn ninjas. I fucking love squirrels. I love squirrels. We have a bunch that visit our backyard townhouse in DC, and so I feed them. I get the dry corn cobs, ears of corn, and like put them on pegs in the backyard, and they all come and hang out.
Nice. Oh yeah, might as well post the elephant toothpaste one for you. One of them.
The kids thought it was funny that I was so amused with the squirrels, and I started naming them, and they started hanging out regularly. So they got me.
Naming the squirrels?
Hell yeah, yeah. There's let's see, there's Fat Gus, and there's Captain ACAB, and Mr. Baggy Pants, because he's kind of
Mr. Baggy Pants.
Yeah, he looks like he's wearing hammer pants.
Oh, he built a squirrel-proof bird feeder too, apparently. Oh, wait, is that what it was supposed to be?
That's how it starts.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. God, this guy gets fucking massive amounts of views. Holy shit.
I wonder if we can get him to...
One is somewhere between 1 and 43 million views from what I'm looking at.
I wonder if we can get him, if we can get a lot of views for this show, if we have him like design some like patience and feelings for gaming.
Hey there.
Loved by the dragon.
Gaming's just broken.
If anybody
do is
can fix
ask.
gaming, is this game. Goes, yo.
Oh shit.
Great at yelling vegetables, though.
I think I get second this game. I don't think I can beat this guy. Like he's running 9 cultists. I don't beat that.
He's the guy that knocked me out.
Eyes.
Yeah, he's gonna knock me out too. Like I can't beat that.
You got a really good chosen character.
He filled his bowl with fucking jello, dude. God damn.
That's the dream.
Yeah,
I think
but
I've
like once I take care of his back line, like his front line just kind of comes in and just myrtleates me.
That Galio is a problem.
Wait,
60 seconds remaining.
You just beat him.
fuck! I don't think I can do it again though.
You might be able to. Just don't move anything. Don't touch it.
Don't breathe. God damn it.
Shit. All he did was just get stronger, and I literally have nothing I can put in.
I have a coffee mug now that has a silhouette of a squirrel on it that says Squirrel Whisperer. That was my gift for my birthday.
Pretty cool.
Hell yeah. Dude, squirrels are rad. And like, I didn't even know this. There are black squirrels. I'd never seen, because like Phoenix doesn't have any fucking squirrels.
Are they like 13% of the squirrel population that commit 50% of the violent squirrel crimes?
Oh, dude, that's fucked up.
That was fucked up. My apologies.
Wait.
我が敵を食らう
No.
Wait, did
Alright.
you go out from that?
Yeah.
Just that?
Mm-hmm.
The touch?
God damn, I just fucked that team up.
Victory.
I'm gonna see how many ranks I can lose tonight. That's what we're
Oh
gonna do.
no.
It's going really well. Don't launch it yet, because I gotta.
How low can you go?
If somebody can find the new bottom, it's me.
I figured the new bottom was gaming. Or is he the old bottom?
He's rock
He's the
bottom.
big bottom. Bitch.
Rocking that rock bottom.
Man, nobody gives me any fucking props in these games.
I just try and ignore you.
No, I'm just like,
That was me this time. Damn it.
You know what? I'm gonna find
Stabby.
something that you might find amusing. I don't know. Maybe it's a cover song. It's a metal cover song.
Oh, is it the wet ass pussy?
Not the one I was thinking of, but that's good as well. I'm trying to remember which one, who did it, so I can find it. But that one is fantastic.
Is that the one that fucking Ben Shapiro read the lyrics to?
Yep.
Christ, dude, that was so fucking.
It's so fucking cringy.
But now that you mentioned it, I'm going to find that one and I'm gonna put it in chat.
sounds like fun.
With every death comes
It's better than
honor.
not having it.
With honor,
I wouldn't go as
redemption.
far as to say it's fun or good.
I'm gonna repost a bunch of Film Cow videos again.
The video for Wet Ass Pussy is really good. It's good. I posted it. You should watch it.
I don't think that's the official video, man. My detective skills.
I think you'll appreciate it.
That guy reminds me of fucking Brian Pepper, dude.
Who the fuck is Brian Pepper?
I must
Wouldn't
Man.
you like to know?
Asking that question.
Oh god. Why do I know things that I don't know?
Heroes never die.
God damn it, I hope it doesn't pulling up recipes because the last name's Pepper.
It's gonna. Here's Brian's pickled pepper sauce. You're like, great. You're all fucking terrible people.
Yes, yes you are. With all your fucking puns.
He's kind of a fun guy.
Very funny.
I am healed.
Oh fuck. Dude, apparently that picture is not doctored.
What the fuck is this picture?
Apparently that's Brian Pepper, dude. Apparently that's not doctored either. Like that's apparently what he fucking looks like.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta pull this up on the laptop just because I need to see what the fuck y'all are talking
Never
about.
surrender.
What the fuck?
Brian Pepper.
He's gaming without his makeup on.
Hanzo.
What the shit? What is wrong with it?
And I think that's his like mugshot because he fucking got convicted of like groping his nurse. He's like paraplegic.
Why does he look like he's half digested?
Dude, it kind of looks like his face is made of wax and it's melting.
It's Pinoid without his mask on.
Why
Wait
does
a
that
minute,
look
what?
like midget melted fucking Buscemi?
Oh God, what happened to that poor bastard? How
That
long has
looks
he been
like
dead in that
midget melted
picture?
Buscemi.
Let's see if I can figure out what.
I feel like Nacho Damas is having a real like, existential crisis because of that picture.
He is definitely posting reaction gifs.
Hanzo.
You've posted worse in this fucking Discord. I don't want to hear it. Nacho.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nacho,
right.
Nacho posts some weird fucking shit sometimes. All right, and always has fucking random midget and ape gifts just on hand at all fucking times. So no, I don't want to hear shit, Nacho.
Nacho time to complain, sir.
Oh.
Apparently, that is his official sex offender picture for the sex offender webpage.
Stay as motherfuckerly.
All right, all right.
Wow, yeah, it says, yeah, everybody mistook it as a Photoshop, dude, and it apparently is not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Ohio Attorney General.
Why does his eye look
confirmed
like it's a bug about to crawl out?
Redemption.
It's trying to get away from him. It's like I've seen the mirror and I need to go. My people need me.
They want the fucking that.
36.
Yo, he posted something for you. See.
See what I mean about the goddamn monkeys and fucking midgets, man? He's always got 'em.
That chimp looks like he's riding
Stairs,
dirty.
motherfuckerly. uh,
5, 4.
Apert syndrome, I guess. A certain genetic disorder characterized by a premature fusion of skull bones,
Defend objective.
which affects the shape of the head and face, as well as prevents the skull from growing normally.
I feel like he
that
might
sounds
have
fun.
Because that sounds terrible.
Apparently his parents fucking abandoned him on some random chick's, I don't know if it's random, but some chick's doorstep.
You know what? Fuck them. That's just
Oh, apparently someone, this chick was somebody who had really bad eyesight. Couldn't tell exactly what he looked like. Fucked up shit.
This is not your time. This will heal.
Yeah, I don't know why, but in my feed, in my YouTube, not the subscription feed, but and not the trending or whatever they call it nowadays. You know, the regular one that kind of suggests shit based off of what you watch and like. There's been giving me a lot of that kind. Like where did this meme come from kind of shit.
Oh,
And like
the answer to that question is always I don't fucking know anymore. I cannot fucking keep track with the memes anymore. Like they come out every fucking day with like 13 different new ones that stick around for like I mean there's dozens that like every minute whatever. There's like 13 that like stick around every fucking day.
Yeah, they run it into the ground the fucking same fucking day. You know what I mean? Like it used to last weeks, maybe months or whatever. But then it gets so overused when it pops up that the meme is going to be destroyed by overuse within a day, less than 24 hours. You go, internet.
There's some dorks in this house.
For sure.
Oh. Certified geek, 7 days a week. Weird and awkward, my social game week. So I finally got gaming to start watching One Piece again. And like he's sitting there messaging me as he's watching it. He's like, "This is dumb. This is dumb. Wait, they're about to fight an electro god? Like, wait, hold on, wait. This is fucking awesome." By the way, that's me telling you should keep watching Stabby.
Keep watching what?
One Piece.
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna... I don't know, man. That one's a tough one.
I'll buy you a skin in Overwatch. Watch the show.
All you have to do.
All you have to do is put in like the next, you know. It's only like 300 hours.
It's only 300 hours.
Oh shit, did you guys see the press conference with Pelosi where it looks like Nadler probably shit his pants?
Oh yeah, no, he definitely shit his pants.
What happened?
Fucking Nadler shit his pants, like on stage, and then started waddling away.
Like, literally?
Yeah, like there's absolutely nothing else that could have been. Like he's sitting there like very pensive grunting face, and then just looks like, oh no, and then just starts waddling away. Like no, dude, you shit your pants. Like that is like that you 10,000% shit your pants.
You don't think maybe his water just broke or something?
There's something weird about him. That guy does look like a fucking hobbit.
You can launch, by the way. I'm good now.
Okay.
Огонь по готовности.
We're gonna find that.
Between all of our between our meme sites, my girlfriend and I, we have about 250,000 followers between our 2 meme sites. 3 meme sites.
I must reclaim my honor.
That's exciting. I got a little message from Facebook. They're like, "Good job." I'm like, "Thanks, Facebook."
Defeat.
You like you.
Memes
God
are
damn
like,
it. Booty joined and then left.
Didn't he do that at the beginning of the thing?
No, it's. I don't talk to Booty no more.
You don't talk to Booty no more?
I can't deal with that dude no more.
Does he do the bad touch to you?
No, I'm about to do the bad touch to his face.
But you might get
nice
AIDS.
to be appreciated.
Probably.
Not worth.
Man, our poor team. You had no chance. Their tank has a fucking lock-on bot thingy. Or a tracking thing or whatever it is.
What are you playing?
I'm playing Overwatch.
Ah, I like that game.
It's a lot of fun, but sometimes those fucking hackers are just absurd.
I play.
So like Zenaria with
a
a fucking track bot, you can't she can't miss you once she's hit you. She can't stop hitting you.
Is it really that easy to bot in that? You'd think it's fucking Blizzard. You think they'd have that shit on lockdown?
Nah, dude. The hacking in this game is out of control. Like, you've played Overwatch, right?
From everything I've seen, it looks like as long as you're not in ranked, they do not give a fuck about you cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
I've never
Yeah.
seen a single person banned, and I've seen like, all right, so you know like there's a sort of like that weird ticking motion in like really cheap aimbots.
Yeah.
Like, I saw a guy who was just like tick 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 tick, like his whole fucking all his movement was just ticking, and like as it would fade out or like through walls, he'd be tracking people through the fucking walls and shit. Because that's why it was ticking all over the place, and he didn't get banned. Like I fucking reported him, nothing. You know, like all right.
Oh, I'm gonna post something in the chat. It's something I saw while I was actually driving. It's a relic from the past. I saw it in DC.
All
It's a
right, let's see.
blockbuster.
No.
Fucking Bush Cheney.
Right?
Damn.
Oh, but did you look at that the clip from the Jerry Nadler thing?
No, not yet.
Oh,
It's yeah, dude. Like there's zero chance. Oh, never mind. The game's starting.
He shat himself.
Yeah, like 100%.
He
All right, let's see. I have seen grown men shit themselves before, so.
shiitake mushrooms everywhere.
Well, I mean, I work in mental
that-
health. Every once in a while, you'll get a guy who's just gonna fucking just shit
Oh,
his
yeah.
own pants, you know.
Anything medical or mental, like anything in the hospital, medical, mental health, you're gonna see people do that.
All right, what the fuck is that walk? Yeah, dude, homie just shot himself.
Like you see him sitting there like pursing his lips and like grunting, and then he's like sitting there and then there it goes. There it goes.
But like back to my Bush Cheney bumper sticker on that light pole. That's fucking quality sticker manufacturing right there. It has literally sat there for over 20 fucking years.
Now he's doing this weird little fucking walk off the stage.
Yeah, man.
Oh my fucking, that man shot himself.
100%.
You know, fucking Nacho Damas has a fucking picture of some guy with chocolate underwear, like shit stained underwear. Why am I not surprised that Nacho Damas has that?
Are we positive that this is not a selfie moment for him?
God damn, dude, that's hilarious.
Maybe he's just projecting.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like the poo diaper thing where it's really just chocolate pudding.
And Jello pudding pops.
There's no way that's fucking real, dude. Jesus Christ.
We had a dude who, I didn't have to clean this up, by the way, which I'm thankful forever and eternally for. But we had a dude in one of our houses for a while who was apparently not shitting in the bathroom and just shitting in his closet the whole time.
Redemption.
And they were wondering where all the cleaning rags went, and he just used the cleaning rags to like wipe himself and then fucking cover the poop in his floor of his closet.
Christ.
Hello there. Greetings.
That is a lack of dedication right there.
Enjoy.
Greetings.
Someone has shit on or around the coats.
Alright, that's my favorite game of skirmish. In Overwatch, I like to do the skirmish, which is just like a random thing. You can just kind of fuck around with people and like shoot each other up, and there's no actual like goal, just while you're waiting for matches. I like to just go to a place on the map and sit down and see how long it takes somebody to find and kill me. Like this motherfucker. Oh, he found me. Is he gonna kill me or is he just gonna keep walking? Oh, he's gonna keep walking.
Thank you.
Shoot him in the back of the head.
Brawler,
I'm gonna get murdered now.
Wow, there's a bunch of brawlers this game. Oh, that dude's gonna run cultist. Fuck. That's an early fortune. Okay.
That's a me.
Honestly, that's not bad, dude.
No.
Fortune, or like it may be something you want to roll off of, but early, there's.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
I am restored.
Hey, Stabby, check the live stream chat.
Oh, what do we got in the live stream chat? Am I missing something good?
It depends on your point of view.
Oh, you mean the Discord? Okay, never mind.
Oh, no.
It
No,
just
the
says
YouTube.
it should become up again soon. We'll be back. Oh wait, you know, I wonder if I need to refresh it.
Is it not showing? It's showing for me.
Oh yeah, now I see it all. Yeah, no, I already talked to Putter.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yep. I just said, look, man, every time you come on, it's negative and fucking obnoxious, and it's not fun for anybody. So.
Meteor strike.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Now, if he live streamed a picture of himself doing the Nadler waddle,
Yeah. He just comes on and gets super aggressive and angry at people, and I don't understand it. It's like, yeah.
homie just
Yeah, shut the fuck up is like 90% of what he says.
Yeah, it just
Shut the fuck up.
If it was in a funny way, like Satan gets angry at people and gaming gets angry at people in like funny ways.
well, I mean, gaming got angry and just pieced out because he couldn't. He didn't want to be part of this Arborhood.
Yeah, I think you're actually gonna win this just because the placement of your. Yeah,
I shouldn't win.
GG. I spent way too much time trying to clear your pump catch.
That's what they all say. I don't know what that means. You're irrelevant.
Okay, that dude's definitely gonna run Dusk Keeper.
Hello.
Stay off my warlords, asshole. That dude's running Brawler, Elderwood Brawler probably. Sharpshooter Vanguard, Brawler Sharpshooter, Brawler Divine, Cultist, Fortune Brawler. And I'm the only one running Warlord. Let's go! I mean, some people that are running Vanguard and Brawler are gonna be, or Vanguard and
Better.
Keeper. They'll be picking up some of my units, but for the most part, Warlord's fucking open.
Oh shit! I forgot about this. Rachel Dolezal, I guess, has a Cameo account, and somebody. It's basically where you pay like whatever amount of money they charge, and they'll fucking cut a commercial, a video just for you, saying like what you want to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and apparently they somebody put it in. Basically, they're kind of, I don't know if Trojan horse is the right word, but basically they're putting in this thing about like a sales team or whatever. Like that's the reading. But basically, at one point they had her say something like, you know, and I know you're only 13% of the employees, but you do 50% of the sales. So they basically tricked her into
Doing a 1351 meme.
Yeah.
Nice, well played. Man,
And Rachel
Dolezal's
you know
great.
who Rachel Dolezal is, right?
The fake black chick.
Yeah, she was some university head or something. Blah 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 blah. She is an obviously fucking white chick who had been.
Wait, I do know who she is.
Pretending to be black for the last like
There's
30.
a lot of
like,
them.
20. Oh yeah, no, like there's like 5 or 6 that have been outed just in the last couple of months.
So
Like-
I know who she is. I don't know. I've seen some of her tweets and they're fucking ridiculous. But I don't know much about her.
Her and fucking Talcum X.
Talcum
Dude, that
X?
one is fucking
I love
baffling.
that.
I'm literally like saying,
Oh, Sean King?
Black. Yeah. Although, so yeah, I don't want that the one Jewish chick that just got outed for pretending to be black like within the last week or two. It's like, dude, do you not see the playbook that Sean King laid out for you? All you have to do is claim your mom's a whore and she fucked a black dude as one of her Johns or whatever.
Sean
And
King's
then you
mom
claim
should get
you're
an option to
black.
fucking retroactively abort him at this point. Like, look, I made a mistake letting this kid live. Listen to the way he
that's the
fucking
thing.
talks about me. You just put him down now.
His actual parents
fucking
are like,
asshole.
no, that didn't happen at all. But yeah, that Sean King is
way
definitely
the fuck out where they shouldn't
It's
be.
not a lie. It's mythology.
The only part of him that's black is his facial hair. Little fucking pencil mustache and beard.
I'm gonna start writing my own mythology soon. First part of it will be that I'm cool.
Defense mode activated.
That really just fucking happened?
Yes. That just happened.
See that which is unseen.
Alright, I'm trying to find video of the... Oh, there it is. Perfect. I don't know where Noma County is that. That's got to be, I'm assuming, Seattle or... Oh yeah, Washington. So most likely Seattle. It's basically a bunch of the mugshots for these the Antifa types. And holy shit, are they all fucking idiots, dude. I labeled them the unfuckables.
The unfuckables.
Dude, just play. I don't think there's any sound to it anyway. So you can just play that one without fucking anything up.
Oh, that's fucking funny. The unfuckables.
Oh man. Guy has like one eye longer than the other. What the fuck?
You say one eye longer than the other?
No, lower.
Oh, I was like, I don't even know how that works, but I'm a little scared.
Right.
A little.
Poor guy, one eye longer than the other. We gotta get him some help.
Why is my eye longer than the other? Oh god.
What is this other team doing there? It's fucking dumb.
I believe the term is throwing.
Wow, I'm not even planning on running Yasuo, but I just have 2 Yasuos just kind of sitting in there, just because I need something to be tanky for a little bit, and with those shields, Yasuo is just
Triple kill.
Oh, look who just got a fucking trip. I'm gonna fucking break some help though, because motherfucker's just ignoring that.
I'm a big fan of Moonlight.
Yeah, Moonlight's really good, but often you see a ton of people trying to fucking run it.
Do something.
Oh, I couldn't get out of the way.
Bob, do something.
Man, how many? Do you think there's ever going to be a limit on just like the number of random ass like people pretending to be black?
No.
Because it's such a weird choice. Like I don't understand. Like is it like a? I just don't get it. It's one of those bizarre issues.
It really is.
My will made real. 60 seconds. My will made real. I require.
Fucking blobfish.
minor
Jesus
setback.
Christ. Such a weird looking animal.
Lobsters, yeah, the bugs of the sea.
They are super weird.
I mean, kudos to people who eat them. I mean,
They actually eat them?
What, lobsters? Yeah, they're fucking delicious.
Oh no, I said blobfish.
Fuck is a robfish?
Blob.
B-L-O-B fish.
Yeah,
They're the ones that, I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Ziggy comic strip thing. But it literally looks like Ziggy raped a fish.
oh man, Ziggy played guitar.
With the spiders from Mars. But he played it left hand.
I only know the one.
And he made it too far.
Do it. Or maybe. Yeah, I like that one. It's got the reflection of fucking Ziggy fish. That's how you know it's real. Apparently it looks a lot different, like, because it lives way fucked down, where, you know, there's a super amount of pressure. So yeah, it looks completely different when it comes to the surface.
Here it comes. Fire at will. Double kill.
Again.
I kind of want to punch Silas in the face every time his voiceover happens.
Silas?
Silas. Yeah, it's one of the characters in this.
Do something. Surrender to my will.
What is that fucking panda fuck running around? What is that? That is amazing.
Shit, there's a good picture of it. Down in the deep.
Where is everyone?
60 seconds.
One Garen away.
Yeah, things are still a little weird looking, but not nearly as weird as when it's on the surface.
Let them up.
Огонь по готовности.
Should probably call it, right?
Oh, why?
Wait, are we still streaming?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
we should
I
probably stop streaming, huh?
I just assumed we ended like forever ago.